Creed with a K. Not that it matters for us talking.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2019 Young Lions Cup Tournament. Brought to you by All Pro Wrestling and Gold Rush Pro Wrestling. At this time, we have a special bonus match with the future of All Pro Wrestling, Gold Rush Pro Wrestling, and the Northern California region. It is now time for your bonus match. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. This match has a 15-minute time limit. Your referee for this contest, Referee Max. Introducing first. Making his way to the ring, representing Gold Rush Pro Wrestling, being accompanied by his manager, the Queen of Charisma, Lady S. Hailing from the Ringo Star, he is your entertainer forever. He is Ringo Starline. And his opponents. Representing the Virgil Flynn III Productions, please welcome 24 Karat Midas Creed.
Folks, we got a special bonus match for everybody watching live on YouTube today. I, of course, am the greatest mind of professional wrestling, Matthew Theall, joined by Mr. Caesar Black himself and Bimbo Jimbo Kincaid.
Great to be with you, Maddie, here for the Young Lions Cup. I'm so excited for this, representing All Pro Wrestling, and Caesar Black representing, once again, just nobody but himself.
Planet Caesar, you're welcome to it. Got a couple Cubs here right before the Lions Cup jumps off. Virgil Flynn III being represented, the Gold Rush Pro. Let's get it.
I've had the opportunity to see Midas Creed, the man in gold here at the bottom portion of your screen, in action before through East Bay Pro Wrestling Warzone as well, out in Pacheco. He is young, he is hungry, he is still relatively inexperienced in comparison to a lot of the other people that we see here in NorCal. But through opportunities like this, being able to perform for everybody here at the Young Lions Cup, as well as being able to watch the Cup itself, has to just be a trove of knowledge for him.
Absolutely, and it could be a situation where he finds himself in the tournament maybe as soon as next year. Maybe either one of these guys, the little Cubs, the even younger Lions, what a takedown by Midas Creed there.
But of course, I do have to talk about the other man in the ring, Ringo Starline, representing Gold Rush Pro Wrestling, trained by the APW Boot Camp. If there is someone that is poised to strike in next year's tournament, it is someone like Ringo Starline.
Not to mention, he's a bad man, rock and roll. You know I love my rock and roll, baby.
He's very protective of that base upon his entrance. Wanted to make sure that your referee Max, also a young Lion as well. Oh, nice takedown. Both men just falling back.
Yeah, never get in between the man and the guitar, I suppose. But then maybe you want to leave it at home, especially in this weather.
Oh, whip to the ropes now. Midas Creed. No, eats the tackle. Ringo Starline. He's not having any of that.
And Midas Creed was trained by Virgil Flynn. Is that what I'm hearing?
That's true. Nice leapfrog and a big drop kick takes Starline down.
Beautifully done.
Reminiscent of the man himself, VF3.
Ducking the kick. Oh, eats the boot, side of the head. Ringo Starline out on his feet now.
Nice Creed with that crisp enziguri now. Oh, spinning cutter there.
Great combination right there.
In here, only a 2-count Starline.
He didn't get all of it. He didn't pull his leg up tight. Something you got to learn. You want to cinch it in. You want to get that count.
Again, experience is the best teacher, so maybe next time around he will hook that leg even deeper and get the 3 count.
It's an impressive combination of maneuvers. Oh my goodness gracious, talk about impressive. What a backbreaker, both knees right across the spine.
Modified Christmas cover, 1, 2.
Once again, only a 2-count. Midas Creed getting that shoulder up.
These boys need a couple sandwiches, though. They don't got enough body weight on them to hold each other down. That's just
true.
my opinion.
But the late, great Roland Alexander was very famous for telling his students, and Ringo Starline probably heard this as well, being an active member of the APW boot camp, is that it takes up to 4 years to really put together that pro wrestling body. So 2 men so young in their careers, they're still a work in progress. They're still forming. They're still hitting the gym as hard as they can in order to put on that size you were talking about.
It's very interesting, given that we're rolling into this Young Lions Cup here in proper in a few minutes, is there's a lot of wrestlers that probably haven't even hit that yet. I mean, so many of them are so young in the game that they're still forming their own bodies. So
That's
it's
exactly
not just
true.
these 2 young performers here, but it's pretty much everyone tonight with a few exceptions.
And by the very nature of the Young Lions Cup, if you are more than 3 years deep into your career, you are not eligible for the tournament at all.
Wow.
So, all of those things do come into play. Nice scoop slam there. Midas Creed, this could be it.
And again with the lazy cover. He's got to get that leg up. He's got to cinch it in if he wants to hold him down.
Creed feeling himself, though. He thinks it might be over here. What's he going for? Pulling off for a pile driver, perhaps. No, Starline blocked it, pulls out of it. Short arm clothesline stuns Creed.
Now, oh, nice kitchen sink. Right knee right to the gut there. Taking Starline off of his game. Big twisted cutter, but I thought that was a reversal, but no.
I thought he had him reversed too.
That's all she wrote.
Go.
And just like that, he don't get paid by the hour.
And your winner by pinfall, Midas Creed.
All right, thank you for joining us for this bonus match, folks. Give us a few more minutes and we're going to lead right in to the 2019 Young Lions Cup. Do not go anywhere except to go grab your bowl of popcorn. We will be back in just a few moments here, live on YouTube.
Absolutely.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 2019 Young Lions Cup Tournament, brought to you by All Pro Wrestling and Gold Rush Pro Wrestling. I'm your ring announcer and host for the evening, the voice Donovan Troy, and welcome to history! 16 competitors, 16 warriors, 16 young lions are here tonight to prove that they deserve to be in this ring across the region, across the state, and across the world. Tonight, you'll be seeing 16 competitors representing a wide range of schools throughout California, but only one will walk away with the title of Young Lions Cup champion. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please welcome the owners and operators of All Pro Wrestling and Gold Rush Pro Wrestling, Marcus Mack and Sparky Beller.
Yo, what's up, All Pro Wrestling faithful and Gold Rush faithful? What's cracking out here in the Bay tonight? Let me start off by thanking each and every one of you for coming out. Now, this show doesn't have all the loaded names and big name superstars that you might be used to, but I guarantee this. Some of these guys you see here tonight are gonna reach the tippy top of this profession, and you're gonna see them in their infancy right here in Pacifica, California. I am beyond thrilled and beyond grateful for Sparky Ballard and Gold Rush Pro Wrestling for continuing this historic event, the APW Young Lions Cup. This is what birthed guys like Jeff Cobb, guys like Chris Bay, people you see all over the world making moves. Tonight is about the future, and Sparky, let them know what we finna give to him here tonight.
Thank you guys all for being out here. I'm ready to bring the action for you guys tonight and definitely make it worth that stormy weather. Now, Donovan Troy, if you could introduce our competitors.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the 2019 Young Lions Cup competitors. Introducing first, Dorian Gray. Mr. A1, Alpha Zone. The dramatic Eliza Hammer. The future franchise, Titus Alexander. America's sweetheart, Aaliyah Mia Sweets. Prince Gabriel. Matt Fury. Daniel Garcia. Marcelo Montoya. Joey Gonzo. Grace Lee. RJ Santos. Jordan Cruz. Yellow Boots Cliff Hendricks. Cody Vanilla Vance. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2019 All Pro Wrestling, Gold Rush Pro Wrestling, Young Lions Cup Tournament. Who will be champion? Pacifica, California, are you guys ready? Before we get to the action, let me bring to you our amazing commentary team for tonight's action. The greatest mind in professional wrestling, Matthew Theo. Mr. Tres Coronas, Caesar B. Black. And you already know him as the all-star announcer, Jimbo Bimbo. Pacifica, California, are you ready to make history? Then let's not waste any more time. Let's get the first match started right now. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall and is a round one matchup of the 2019 Young Lions Cup Tournament. This match has a 15-minute time limit. Your referee for this contest, referee Jimmy Mack.
All right, folks, we are not going to wait. We are not going to delay any longer.
Introducing first.
The 2019 Young Lions Cup is here, and of course you recognize the voice of the greatest mind in professional wrestling, Matthew Theo.
Making his way to the ring first, representing the Ugly Dojo, Dorian Gray.
Donovan Troy loves to interrupt me, especially as I'm reintroducing my broadcast colleagues here, Mr. Caesar Black himself.
Yo, yo, yo.
And Bimbo Jimbo Kincaid.
So happy to get this tournament off in earnest. What a night this is going to be for Gold Rush and All Pro Wrestling.
My blood is already spiked.
Absolutely. It was such a treat to see that bonus match before everything
And
got
his
started.
tag team partner.
But now it's for the trophy. There's no... The excitement is just coursing through my body. I don't even know what to say.
Representing Stoner University, Marcelo Montoya.
Now, of course, we are going to start off all round one matches are tag team matches. The winners of these matches will go on to the second round to face each other. The winners of those matches will go on to the finals, which is a four-way elimination match to determine the 2019 Young Lions Cup winner.
Absolutely, DR. And it's good to be working with you again, my friend. I missed you.
Well, it's been a while since I've had the opportunity to call the action with you, so I'm happy to do it here today.
And their opponents.
And to be joined by my very good friend Bimbo Jimbo himself.
Matty, it's good to be alongside you here, and I liked how this first round set up is you form a fleeting alliance. How can you keep it going in the next round? You're at each other's throats.
You know,
Representing the Ugly Dojo, the future franchise, Titus Alexander.
God, Titus Alexander, one of the lucky few to have participated in this tournament before. Made it all the way to the finals last year.
he's got a lot to prove. And being the son of JD Big Ugly, he's got a lot on his plate.
Absolutely.
A lot to live up to, but again, that experience, the best teacher, so maybe he can make another deep
And
run
his tag
like
team
everything last
partner.
year.
Excited to see who Titus Alexander is teamed up with here in the round one. Okay, all right.
Oh, yeah.
Dark Horse.
Representing the
Dark
Underground
Horse.
Wrestling Alliance,
High flyer.
Matt Fury.
They talk about chips on the shoulder. He's carrying a boulder. He's from Ugwa. They don't, Ugwa has that reputation of being that outsiders. He wants to prove everybody that they're just as good as everybody else in NorCal.
Yeah.
He's got a lot to prove. I expect a lot from this kid.
I love watching Matt Fury go in the ring. He's a great high flyer, tremendous agility in there, so this should be a lot of fun.
I'm going to be honest with you guys. If I was Dorian Gray and Marcelo Montoya, I'd be a little worried about the team of Titus Alexander and Matt Fury standing across from me.
It's a tough draw, no doubt about it.
You know the thing I noticed when they were taking that picture to start this tournament off? I smelled the blood in the air. They were smiling for the camera, but there was a lot of animosity in that ring. We're going to see a lot of emotion tonight.
You have to wonder what's going through everybody's mind as they're preparing for this match. Not only do you said a fleeting alliance, it's such a tough predicament to find yourself having to work out a cohesive strategy with someone while also trying to figure out where their weaknesses might lie as well.
Very well said. And again, yeah, it's somebody that you may have zero in-ring chemistry with as a team. And there's a reason why the term tag team specialist came about. It's a different, unique skill set in professional wrestling. It's not for everybody. And then you have to turn right back around, take what you learned, and use it in the next round. Again, the future franchise, as he fancies himself, Titus Alexander, takes early control here.
I mean, look at him. He's a blue chipper. Everything about him screams champion. I could pick him right now to win the whole thing.
Well, when it comes to experiences, which is what we have been talking about nonstop since this broadcast began, when it comes to the tournament experience itself, Titus Alexander does have that. Like I said, he made it all the way to the finals last year, and now he finds himself once again round one in a tag team situation that he actually has some experience in.
How do you expend your energy? When do you tag out? When do you say, I'm done for right now? And how do you go for the pin? Who takes the pin? Pride. There's so many factors in this tag team in this format.
Absolutely. 2 count there by Titus Alexander, almost getting Dorian Gray early on in this match.
You see where his head's at. He doesn't want to work by the hour.
No, you don't work by your hour, and the more energy you expend in the tag team for the first round, the less you have for the rest of the tournament.
Absolutely.
Titus Alexander trying to find a way to get out of this headlock. Pushing Dorian Gray, whipping him to the ropes here. Big tackle taking Alexander down, but no. Back to his feet in no time, but Dorian Gray's not having any of that.
That was aggressive. I liked it. And these two train together at the Ugly Dojo, so they know each other. There's a history here.
Yeah, perhaps the two of them, which they had drawn the tag team together. Arm drags deep there. Titus, though, with the reverse again to a cover. Only a 1 count there. Too early for that.
And you can see the familiarity.
Yeah, absolutely. Returning one another's in kind. Mirror image drop kicks.
It's a draw.
Neither one able to get the advantage over the other one here.
And the crowd loving it.
Kind of an aggressive tag there by Dorian Gray on the Montoya.
Now again, with the UGWA thing, you have Stoner U, another school looked at kind of as outsiders. They have a lot to prove going into this too. They sent the student in, and he's got big shoes to fill. You got the Stoner brothers. You got Anton Voorhees is there. I mean, there's a lot of talent there.
Yeah, Marcelo Montoya from Stoner U. His primary trainers were those 3 that you just mentioned now. I believe he might be actually the only person in the tournament representing Stoner U this year. Going over my notes.
I believe that's correct, according to my notes as well. I think he is the only representative for Stoner U.
Well, what a kudo that would be for Stoner U itself to be
lot of
the
pressure,
only
though.
person representing that school in this tournament to walk away with it all.
A lot of pressure if you're the only one from a school, though, in a tournament like this. You know, back in the day, if you make a tennis analogy, Tim Henman, every year at Wimbledon, he would be the only Englishman to make it deep in the tournament, always came up short. He felt the weight of an entire nation. I'm sure these kids feel the weight of their whole school.
Their entire
on
school.
Their shoulders.
And that's both of these guys, because you got UGWA in there, Hell UGWA, and you got Stoner U.
It was a very nice snapmare takeover by Matt Fury, showing exactly why he's earned his spot here in the Young Lions Cup.
I was talking to him before the tournament, and he knows what's going on right now. He wants everybody to know who UGWA is. He's here representing a whole nation. Like the Underground Wrestling Alliance, they feel like they've been overlooked.
Well, Matt Fury has the opportunity to put them on the map, undeniably. Especially with flowing maneuvers like this, Marcelo Montoya having issues trying to get Matt Fury off of him.
Relentless. Matt Fury, though, in the wrong part of town there.
Found himself in the wrong corner, and that's some of the uncertainty that comes from these tag team matches as well. You're not used to seeing someone in your corner, so it could be anybody. You just don't realize.
Nobody's jersey looks familiar to you. This is
that's
first
great.
time out for everybody.
Montoya now has got that headlock firmly cinched in. Finally, here we go. Matt Fury continuing to fight back. Caesar Black, you're right. You could just see it on him how much he wants this.
I think Montoya, though, has done a good job of keeping Fury grounded up until this point of the matchup.
Coming off the ropes now, another beautiful. Oh,
What a drop kick.
What
That
a
was
drop kick.
beautiful. Crowd appreciates it. Matt Fury aggressive, though, going right back to him. No downtime, no celebrating.
Not at all. Matt Fury is not going to allow Marcelo Montoya to take him out in this match.
Matt Fury looking for the crowd support here. He goes for that vertical suplex, blocked by Montoya, reversed into one of his own fisherman variety.
Absolutely beautiful.
Size advantage goes to Montoya.
Marcelo Montoya, absolutely. He's out muscling Matt Fury in that
5
one.
minutes has elapsed in this contest. 5 minutes has elapsed in this contest.
Montoya now realizing that Matt Fury will not stop. He's continuing on with the strikes, and now here we go for a big power bomb. But no, I think Matt Fury got a quick hit on the head there.
Able to drive him into the ropes and turn into a Hurricane Rana.
Goodness, sending Montoya clear across the ring.
Step up Enziguri, but Fury needs to make a tag. He looks a little dazed himself. Both men are down.
And this
Unfortunately,
is the first match of the night. So much energy already been expanded.
but both men on the opposite sides of the ring that they want to be. No, I'm wrong. See, even I'm a little confused as to who's teamed up with who.
That's going to be happening. But Fury makes the tag to Alexander. Both teams making the tag now. Dorian and Alexander back in together. Big time power slam into a cover. 1, 2, no.
And that ugly dojo civil war continues right here. One of these men is going to have to go back to the school and look the other guy in the eye and say, I beat you. That's going to happen. That's going to happen.
A lot of animosity has been born in the Young Lions Cup that has lasted careers. Big stinger splash in the corner now. Dorian Gray sending Titus Alexander down to the mat, hooking that leg deep, trying to make Caesar Black proud.
The future franchise almost got shut down quick. And look at that. Dorian Gray with the smart tag team move. And Montoya taking advantage.
I think that's the first cohesive tag team maneuver that we've seen so far between both of these teams.
Caesar, you've been around Titus Alexander quite a bit. You know his history. He came up just short last year in this tournament. How have you seen that sort of maybe affect his psyche, or how would it affect any performer's psyche?
The matches I've seen with him this last year, he's been aggressive. He's been dominant. It's like, for lack of better words, once he's in there, he's gotten confident. He knows he belongs, and he's got a bright future, man. Again, when your trainer's Big Ugly, you know, he does nothing but train like beast. He's a monster maker.
Well, when you have a father who's been such a prominent figure in NorCal wrestling for all of Titus Alexander's life, he's no stranger to the ring. He didn't come into the SPW Wrestling Academy or even the Big Ugly Dojo as a novice.
He was there when I was at Pro Wrestling Iron. Big Ugly was there, and already a legend. So this guy, this is like years of training here.
It will be interesting to see how that sort of pressure, if it drives him to excel tonight, if he comes up short again, what that means for him. Can he handle that?
Pressure makes diamonds, or pressure destroys. We'll figure it out.
Well, Dorian Gray now going for a chokehold onto his fellow SPW graduate.
Ugly Dojo.
Ugly Dojo. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Look at this. I'm just so confused now.
Beautiful.
Ed says we're going to have Dorian Gray confused.
And it's going to be like this all night. This is every school, all over the state, all over the country. We got Buffalo represented. We got every place. This is a great tournament.
Absolutely. Northern California, Southern California, New Jersey's represented.
Buffalo.
Big hook of the leg there, and only a 2 count once again for his efforts.
Alexander, though, in a bad way right now. He needs to make another tag if he wants to make another deep run here in this tournament.
And this first round matchup is these men are already huffing and puffing. This is about to get real serious real quick.
Big scoop slam there by Dorian Gray one more time. Taking Matt Fury off of the apron before going for the cover here. But all that did was ignite the fury of Matt Fury.
Smart move, though. Didn't work out.
Yeah, but look at now. The ref's got his back turned.
See, now maybe a more... the cutter out of nowhere from Titus Alexander.
That was athletic. He got up high for that one.
Not quite exactly what Dorian Gray wanted to see. Dorian Gray, a last-minute replacement for Bruno Beretta here in this. He's had the least amount of time to prepare for this tournament of everybody in the field.
And shout out to Bruno Beretta. What a rough break for that guy. I was looking forward to seeing him.
What a unique manner of making that tag was Titus Alexander to Matt Fury, who again is bringing the Fury via those clotheslines to Montoya now. He is a house of fire.
putting in just, you can see the strength behind each one of those strikes. And now going for a little bit of dexterity, a little bit of quickness. Matt Fury taking Marcelo Montoya off of his feet one more time.
There was a moment I thought Montoya was going to get him, but Fury would not be denied there.
He doesn't stop moving. His body never stops moving. He's like a good running back in the NFL. Your legs are pumping, your body's moving.
Running, standing, shooting star press. Still not enough, though, to take Marcelo Montoya down.
And for his size, his muscle mass is definitely it's there. He's a strong guy.
Absolutely.
Montoya was able to control the pace of this match when he was last in the ring with Matt Fury, keep him grounded. But you see, when Fury starts taking to the air, he's building up all that momentum. The kinetic energy is being unleashed
10 minutes as he
upon
laps in this
Montoya.
contest. 10 minutes
Look
as he
at the
laps
fly.
in this
Look at the
contest.
fly.
Marcelo Montoya
Look at the
finding
fly.
himself in a position he doesn't want to be in. Dorian Gray also still down and out. Matt Fury off the ropes. 450 splash.
And with the assist from Titus,
Ladies and gentlemen, your winners by pinfall and advancing to the semifinals, Matt Fury and Titus Alexander.
Holy smokes, folks.
that was one. That was only one match in the Young Lions Cup tournament. What are we going to see tonight, boys? I'm excited.
Titus Alexander with a big-time assist there on that cover, making sure that that 450 ended the affair.
That super kick took Dorian Gray's jaw off of his head.
A portrait of an early exit for him, and now teammates will become opponents in the next round.
It seems as though they've earned a measure of respect between each other. I guess that's good.
Only for about 2 minutes. As soon as they get back in the ring, the other's going to be all hate. And you know what? I'm running with the dark horse. I think Matt Fury might be a finalist. Call me crazy, but that man has something to prove. And a man with a mission is a man to be feared.
So, ladies and gentlemen, with that victory, Matt Fury and Titus Alexander will be advancing to the semifinals, where they will meet each other in one-on-one competition. Ladies and gentlemen, are you guys ready for the next matchup? Then let's get started right now. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. And it's a round one matchup of the 2019 Young Lions Cup Tournament. This match has a 15-minute time limit. Your referee for this contest, referee Tim Cooper. Introducing first. Introducing first, making his way to the ring, representing East Bay Pro Wrestling Training Academy, he is Yellow Boots, Cliff Hendricks.
I gotta say, guys, Cliff Hendricks is probably one of my favorite wrestlers in this tournament. I'm not saying that he's one of my favorites to win, but he's one of my favorite wrestlers in the tournament.
Now, Mr. Theo, why is that, Matty?
But just look at him.
Look at him. I'm on Team Theo with this one. That is a star, baby. That is a star.
I don't know anybody
Shiner.
else that has been able to get the fans to embrace their boots before.
Yes, that's a valid point.
That
Absolutely.
takes.
I'm a little jealous of the jacket. I can't front. I'm a little jealous of the jacket.
I would never be able to pull that thing off. So.
Oh, I would look so good in that. I'm
Jacket,
at
the
the borrow
pants,
it.
the boots.
I'm at the borrow
He's
it.
dripping in charisma.
And his tag team partner.
Oh no, I recognize this. Oh great. Another one of my favorite wrestlers in the entire tournament.
And, and someone who might have the style to match with Yellow Boots there. Certainly the
Representing
pants.
Gold Rush Pro Wrestling, Joey Gonzo.
Joey Gonzo comes off to me as a deadhead. alongside someone with the last name Hendricks. I mean, it's just a match made in heaven, right?
I feel like I'm about to watch the boys play at Madison Square Garden in 1969, boy. I hope. What wasn't that cookie you gave me earlier? Because I feel good right now.
It might be a good draw for these two. However, I don't know if you saw during the presentation of all the Young Lions participants, Joey went for a handshake with Yellow Boots, and Yellow Boots went right on by him to mug for the crowd. So I don't know if that will play into any sort of chemistry issues here tonight. I know they have to put that aside to get to the next round, but it remains to be seen.
It's hard to say. Cliff Hendricks is very well versed in singles competition. He's a former Mr. East Bay Pro champion over in Pacheco. So it's entirely possible that he just is more focused on his own performance here in the tournament rather than the cohesive unit of Joey Gonzo and Cliff Hendricks.
Well, that's the name of the game. We've talked about it a lot already. It's being able to work together to get to the point where you can rely on your own game.
There's some mutual love going on over the tights. I see it.
That's good. That's good. I mean, both seem to be out of this world.
And their opponents.
I got a laugh. Hey.
What was in that cookie?
Sugar?
Here we go. Watch Kincaid. He can't help himself.
This is one of my favorites to win the whole enchilada tonight. I love this guy.
This is probably my favorite entrance music.
Here we go.
Making his way to the ring first.
I'm always feeling
representing
it.
East Bay Pro Wrestling Trading Academy. He is one half of the world's freshest tag team, Mr. A1 Alpha Zo.
I really can't help myself. This guy is my favorite to win the whole tournament.
All right.
He's been on a roll with All Pro Wrestling, with the world's freshest tag team, and I think he's got the goods to excel here in a singles tournament once it turns to that also.
I don't want to step on anybody's toes, but the world's freshest tag team has been probably the hottest tag team that has come out in recent years here. See, they're a completely different flavor than even like the Classic Connection or something like that, which is another prominent, more recent tag team.
Or the more Black Ramada, the APW Tag Team Champions.
Right, of course. I can't forget the APW Tag Team Champions.
I was there.
But do they dance as well as the world's freshest tag team does?
We did not dance.
Well, there you go.
They get the crowd so invested, they feed off of it. I feel like that ability to feed off the crowd could carry Alpha Zo when he has to dig down very deep in the later rounds of this tournament, should he make it.
But of course, we've been talking about Alpha Zo and his tag team partner, DJ Fresh, who is not in this tournament.
Yes.
So Alpha Zo is going to have to be in there with somebody else in his corner.
Partner.
We'll find out who it is now.
We ain't going nowhere.
I kind of like this guy already.
Okay, all right.
Representing the Grappler Anonymous, Daniel Garcia.
Look at this cat. I like him. Look at the attitude. Red Death.
Well,
Come on, son.
His attitude is certainly very different from the other three attitudes that we've seen just come out of this curtain.
He's from Buffalo. If you know anything about Buffalo, it's grimy, it's real. They got crews out there. They answer to the whoop, whoop, whoop out in Buffalo. Shout out Buffalo, shout out Griselda.
I saw Daniel Garcia wrestle in a gauntlet match, and he didn't win the whole thing, but he performed very admirably, and he was able to keep his energy up throughout the entire time in that matchup. So I think he stands to bode very well here. However, again, Alpha Zo in uncharted territory, not having a teammate that he can really trust.
Not even talk to, apparently. This is breaking down quick.
Arguing about who's going to be starting this thing off. Finally, the referee, Tim Cooper, has to decide.
Like I said, man, anything you know about Buffalo, it's grimy, it's dirty. That attitude right there, whoop, 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 it's Buffalo.
I know for sure that Alpha Zo has been very vocal online on his Facebook page about how badly he wanted to participate in the tournament this year and how excited he was to make the cut. So, of course, yes, he wants to be in there first, just like Daniel Garcia also wants to be in there first. They're both jockeying for position.
Well, Kincaid and I were there when they actually made Alpha Zo the first pick of the tournament, and the emotions that overwhelmed the entire locker room.
That is incredible.
It was incredible.
Daniel Garcia and Alpha Zo cannot get on the same page to start this matchup, though.
Actually, I didn't know that Alpha Zo was coming in here maybe with a little bit of an injury. That left shoulder heavily taped up. No.
Shenanigans abound to start this match off.
That does not bode well for those two if they can't even figure out who is going to start.
How are you going to be able to rely on your tag? The only way you can rely on your tag team partner is if you fail, you don't make it to the next round of this tournament.
Correct.
Oh!
So it's sink or swim time.
He hit him with the old school psych.
Oh, and Cliff Hendricks hitting him with an old school head scissors takedown. Hurricane Rana.
And now it looks like Hendricks, though, and Joey Gonzo, I mean, they are light years ahead in terms of the teamwork as far as Daniel Garcia and Alpha Zoe not being able to get on the same page. Gonzo and Hendricks look like they got it going on right now.
They're in the flow, bro. They're in the flow. They're feeling it.
They're on the same trip, I guess, as it
They're on
were.
the same
You can
trip.
feel each other's metaphysical energies just kind of spreading across the ring.
Yes, man.
Very nice, well-placed elbow by Cliff Hendricks. I got to give proper respects for that.
Daniel Garcia may rue wanting to start this matchup as he is on the receiving end of Gonzo and Hendricks right here in their corner. This is the best teamwork we've seen yet in this tournament.
And Daniel Garcia has just a crappy attitude, and I love it. This is a tournament. If you want to get through, it's tags now, but it comes down to man-on-man, mano-y-mano. Look at this, though. Going for the quick exit.
Whoa, Cliff Hendricks.
Backbreaker, leg drop!
My God, an actual double team move.
Racked in pain is Daniel Garcia. That could be all 1, 2. No, Daniel Garcia able to get out there, immediately crawling to the corner looking for that tag. He doesn't see Alpha Zoe. He's looking the wrong way.
Well, you can see how quickly Alpha Zoe was in there to try to break up that pin. He does not want to see himself missing out on the second round.
He worked so hard, as you alluded to earlier, to get into this tournament. He doesn't want to go home early here whatsoever. Now we'll see what Zoe can bring. Let's see if that shoulder hinders him at all. He's working with that right one, though. Corkscrew shoulder takedown, Gonzo.
He hit him like the Minotaur hitting a man in the maze. Joey Gonzo might be out on his feet. This could be over quick.
Go Alpha Zoe now still in control of Joey Gonzo, sending him right to that corner.
Oh, he's calling for it. Big time splash up coming perhaps from Alpha Zoe. No, big elbow strike.
Very, very nice.
Look at the quick turnaround.
So nice he decided to do it twice, and Gonzo on spaghetti legs.
A man that big that can move that fast is a dangerous thing.
Just look at the power, even with the injured shoulder, just picking up Gonzo like he weighs nothing.
Impressive pump handle fall away slam. Wow.
And
Alpha
looking at Joey Gonzo, we know he weighs something. He represents dad bods with no kids, man.
And now Daniel Garcia once again wanting to pick the bones here, going for a cover on Gonzo. 1, 2. No, Gonzo able to get the shoulder out. Daniel Garcia is a different kind of cat. Again, I've seen him work before. He's relentless, but he has sort of a... he's got a different energy about him that's already on display tonight.
I love it. It's grimy.
Backward-esque almost.
His pants say Red Death. What more do you need to know about this man? He's out to do one thing, make a name for himself.
Well, when it comes down to it, 2, 3, 4 years from now, people are going to look back on the 2019 Young Lions Cup and see results written on paper. It will say Daniel Garcia pins Joey Gonzo. So it doesn't matter if he's done most of the work during the match. It all matters what the outcome of it and what the appearance of him throughout his career is going to be.
But on that note, do you want to steal a win from the man you got to face next? That builds a lot of animosity. Do you want Zoe mad at you? Look at Zoe. You don't want Zoe coming after you.
Daniel Garcia strikes me as the type that he doesn't care how Alpha Zoe is going to be feeling about him. Again,
It's true.
just an interesting, different kind of performer that we have here.
Oh, just telling Alpha Zoe that he's been carrying the team, and now it's his turn.
Bold, bold words from Daniel Garcia. Again, this is, and now sort of the reverse situation what we had going at the start of this match is nobody wants to go in here. Jackknife cover. And to continue, Garcia, again, just relentless, just so intense in that ring.
Cliff Hendricks.
Look at that. I've never seen that before. I've seen a lot of things in the ring. You just stepped on the man's face.
What?
Elevated face stomp, and now a knee to the midsection.
Oh, man. That'll crack a rib.
Yeah, Daniel Garcia is an accomplished striker.
5 minutes has elapsed in this contest. 5 minutes has elapsed in this contest.
And poor Joey Gonzo now, he's just become the soccer ball in which these two are kicking around.
Well, Joey Gonzo has been separated from his partner for quite some time, and Cliff Hendricks can see the amount of damage that they're doing to him.
And Red Death is stepping on Joey's hands. I'm telling you, whoop, whoop, whoop. That's that Buffalo mentality, man. That's that grimy.
Daniel Garcia proving that he will do anything and everything in order to get the win here tonight.
He wants his name on that trophy. He wants that name in history. He wants to go it alone. That's how he's been interacting with Alpha Zoe. Big-time impact from Alpha Zoe. Poor Joey Gonzo. He is a man without a country right now and can't get back to his own corner.
Alpha Zoe taking advantage of the fact that Joey Gonzo has been so beat down, asking everyone to be quiet. I mean, he's kind of playing maybe some of the similar games that Daniel Garcia has been now.
It's sort of a anything you can do, I can do better situation going on with this team. Again, they only have to make it through this one match, and then they can take out all of their frustrations on one another.
And I kind of want to see that. I need them to win this match because I want to see that.
They better find a way to get on each other's page, at least briefly, in order to do that.
Only two. Gonzo nearly caught a quick one and a kick to the head from Daniel Garcia.
Instinctually, what a...
Alpha Zoe doesn't want it that way, though.
No, Alpha Zoe's not happy with the decision that Garcia just made there.
Doesn't
and
like
this
the
breakdown
shot.
in this tag team could be their downfall, because here comes Cliff Hendricks, fresh as a daisy.
Big time energy from Yellow Boots. Cliff Hendricks with that leaping clothesline. He's feeling it right now.
We got to see now how Daniel Garcia fares against somebody with a full tank.
Big time chop. Again, Daniel Garcia's strikes are some of the best I've seen in recent memory. He packs a lot of impact in that frame of his.
And Alpha Zoe again with that anything you can do, I can do better. Here he is.
All right, let's rate him. So far I got...
Well, I mean, what's going on here? Cliff Hendricks he's got to find a way to fight back against both of these people rather than be a slapping pincushion.
It's not my style to criticize the officiating, but the ref's got to take control there and get one of them to a neutral corner.
Joey Gonzo now snuck into the ring, but dumped out unceremoniously. Cliff Hendricks finding himself now solo in the ring. Joey Gonzo on the outside. He could be down and out.
But while Alpha Zoe and Danny Garcia are arguing, Hendricks takes to the top rope, double cross body.
If you don't keep your eye on the prize, you become the hunted.
Hendricks now looking to go up again. Alpha Zoe is in a bad way. He's not where you want to be in that ring right now. Hendricks with a senton from the top rope, but Garcia stopping. Garcia with the roll-up.
Oh, no.
Held the ropes.
And your winners by pinfall and advancing to the semifinals of the 2019 Young Lions Cup Tournament, the team of Alpha Zoe and Daniel Garcia.
When Zoe came in to slap, he never tagged in. Garcia's ring awareness was there. He took advantage, and by God, we're going to get the match we want to see. Red Death versus Zoe.
That's a great point, Caesar Black. Even I got confused as to who the legal man was. Hendricks thought it was Alpha Zoe. I even thought it was Alpha Zoe.
I knew it wasn't.
Daniel Garcia caught a quick one, held the ropes, though. I know that's not how Zoe wanted to advance in this tournament.
No, he's trying to explain the situation to his opponents, making sure that whatever sort of bond is formed between these three men continue on after tonight.
Well, that's the thing about war, man. All's fair in love and war, and you can either make friends, or you can make money. And tonight's about making money.
Tough consolation for Hendricks and Joey Gonzo there that, no amount of, I'm sorry, that's not what I wanted my partner to do is going to have them advancing tonight. It's over for them. History has recorded it. Daniel Garcia got the pinfall.
Red Death from Buffalo. Bad attitude. Whoop, 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 Buffalo. But now he's got Zoe. Angry? I feel bad for that guy.
Victory,
Exactly
ladies and
right.
gentlemen,
Alpha
Zoe and Daniel Garcia will be advancing to the semifinals, where they too will be wrestling each other one-on-one. Ladies and gentlemen, if any of you have the dream of becoming a professional wrestler, manager, referee, valet, or even a ring announcer, APW Boot Camp is back in action. The sessions return on January 6th here in Pacifica, California. For more information, make sure to log on to all social media platforms at All Pro Wrestling and Gold Rush Pro Wrestling for your opportunity to sign up and make your dream inside this ring. Wrestling fans, are you guys ready for your next matchup in the 2019 Young Lions Cup Tournament? Then let's get it started right now. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. And it's a round one matchup of the 2019 Young Lions Cup Tournament. This match has a 15-minute time limit. your referee for this contest, referee Jimmy Mack. Introducing first. Making his way to the ring first, representing the best of the West Wrestling, please welcome Prince Gabriel.
Well, folks, Prince Gabriel will be looking to add a trophy to his courtroom there as he's rocking that crown on his way to the ring here. We'll find out who his partner is going to be. I love this first round, though. I love the dynamics of trying to figure out if they're going to be able to coexist. It's such a great wrinkle in the tournament concept.
There's
Absolutely.
so much history in the Young Lions Cup tournament itself. It has evolved and grown over the last 11
And his
years
tag team
to be
partner.
what it is today. The very first Young Lions Cup was crowned on a fatal four-way elimination match, which is why that tradition has continued to be the final round here today. One year, there were so many people knocking on All Pro Wrestling's door trying to get into the tournament that we had to go into this tag team format as well.
And again, I think it's a great wrinkle.
Representing Santino's Brothers Wrestling Academy, here's the sick boy, RJ Santos.
I'm going to say this. He's a Santino. He can win it all. They're just that good at training. They're that good at wrestling. They're the Santinos of the bomb. And this guy, if he's in the tradition of Jake Atlas, Douglas James, Brody King, I mean, I can go on and on and on. You know, the list is there. Even Joey Gaz himself, Supreme. The school is legendary in LA. This could be the sleeper too. I'm excited to see what he can do.
The Santino brothers very well represented in the tournament this year. They usually send a number of their promising star recent graduates up to this tournament to make sure that they make their impact on all of professional wrestling as a whole.
And we got Jake Atlas in the house. Shout out to Jake Atlas.
I do have a question though. What's Prince Gabriel the prince of?
I was wondering the same thing. And where's this king? Like,
He's
who's
hoping
his
the
dad?
Young Lions Cup.
Hey, he looks like a
King
lion.
of the Young Lions Cup.
I guess, yeah. He's a crowned prince as well. When does he become king? Oh, here we go.
Oh boy.
You talk
Making
about
his way to the ring first, representing the Power Factory, and also representing the Nightmare Family, Cody Vanilla Vance.
he is your proverbial five-tool player, your blue chip prospect, however you want to cut it. He's got to be a big-time favorite in this tournament tonight. He's got all of the tools.
But maybe lacking in a little bit of attitude.
You know what? Vanilla can do whatever he wants. Remember the Nightmare Family? My good friend Cody, your good friend Cody, he told us everything we need to know about this guy. He's in the Nightmare Family. What more do you need to know?
He made his All-Pro Wrestling debut under the sort of representation of one Mike Miller. And that was a bit of a surprise to see somebody, you know, as young and talented as Cody Vanilla Vance to throw in with that lot. Did not endear himself with All Pro Wrestling faithful, and he's not making any changes to that tonight.
Mike Miller's got the money, man.
And his tag team partner.
I'm very interested in seeing live and in person what Cody Vance has to do. He's coming in here with a knee brace, a bandage on his ribs, like he's already been through quite a few fights.
He has two major ACL injuries that he's come back from. He is resilient. It will serve him well in this tournament, I have no doubt.
Just eagerly awaiting his tag team partner.
Let's see who he drew.
All right.
Representing SoCal Pro Wrestling, Jordan Cruz.
Well, that's a lot of power, I feel like, in one corner with Jordan Cruz and Cody Vanilla Vance. A little bit more of a dynamic duo on the other side with Prince Gabriel and RJ Santos.
No pun intended?
No pun intended.
God. See, that's respect right there. You see that? That's love.
I wasn't paying attention, no.
You should pay attention. That was love. Watch the replay on YouTube.
Let's see, I'm just going to have to dock points from Cody Vance now that he's a fan of Caesar. I'm just kidding. Come on, man. We have fun.
Caesar has fans all over the world. Planet Caesar, you're welcome to be on it.
Now, what a couple of interesting teams that we have here.
And again, it is that sort of wrinkle in this tournament is how are they all going to work together? The complete randomness of the draw. And here we go, underway.
And on Jordan's jacket, it said the BMOC, which means the big man on campus. That's what he thinks about himself. And look at him. He's a blue chipper for show.
You got 2 blue chippers in one corner, and he definitely would be the big man on campus if he could win the Young Lions Cup.
I want to know what RJ Sickboy Santos is going to do in this match. These other competitors are towering over this man.
He is. He might see his opportunity, though, to really take to the sky and use that speed and agility to his advantage.
The Santino Brothers School is one of the only schools with a submission championship, and I think he's actually held that. So, with that in mind, he's going to do some damage.
Well, Sickboy is the fastest Santino alumni to win a championship in their history.
There you go.
Including a championship right here at Gold Rush Pro Wrestling, a tag team championship with Manny Mars.
There you go. Prince Manny Mars, King Manny Mars. I love that kid.
Kind of a quiet standoff between these two bulls.
Feeling one another out. Yeah, exactly. You have to do that in a tournament like this. You don't want to charge in like a bull and blow yourself up in the first round.
Well, when you're somebody that's so used to being a larger competitor or a stronger competitor than your opponent, it does take a little bit of time to figure out how to maneuver around someone that can throw you around as easily as Prince Gabriel just did.
The Prince got off his feet for that blockbuster. That was a move.
Yeah, standing
big man can fly.
Swinging neck breaker, caught Vance, and he's not feeling it. Vance is taking a walk. He's calling a timeout. Says, you do it, Jordan.
Probably not the best way or preferred way for Jordan Cruz to get involved in this, but hey, he's the legal man now standing across the ring from sick boy RJ Santos.
A little respect there.
We're going to see how Sick Boy can hold his own in this match. Taken down now by Jordan Cruz.
I mean, there could be even a bit of a school rivalry as well. SoCal Pro versus Santino Brothers.
Oh, just flexing on him, literally the Scott Steiner effect with the push-ups.
Yeah, stunted on him. Sick Boy is not going to be a fan of that. He's going to want to repay him in kind somehow, give him a receipt for that. Sick Boy using that agility. Arm drag.
We were talking about how it takes up to 4 years to really get that pro wrestling body together. Clearly, somebody like Jordan Cruz here has been working on it for quite some time beforehand.
Yeah, Jordan Cruz, again, and Vanilla Vance, 2 guys that look like they are really rounding into their form, maybe hitting their prime as Sick Boy using that agility. What great acrobatics from him in the early going of this matchup. Step up Inzaguri.
That was some Jet Li stuff right there, boy.
Oh, no.
Cody Vance with what a shot on the outside of the ring. Stops all the momentum for Sick Boy. Rolls him back in like, hey, ref, I didn't do anything.
And Prince Gabriel trying to get in there to intervene, but not quite quick enough.
Too little, too late.
How many times have I told you? The real Cody said to call him Vanilla, let's call him Vanilla. That's his moneymaker, Vanilla.
Vanilla Vance.
Vanilla Vance, that's the moneymaker.
All right, Jordan Cruz now has, no, I was going to say that he had Sick Boy just completely isolated in that corner, but there we go, the stature of RJ Cruz coming into play there, able to duck that shot, find his way out.
Working his favorite stature, speed, sidewalk slam though, stops Sick Boy, 2 count only.
The big man on campus, he's strong and he's fast. Oh!
What a tag, if you want to call it that. He tagged Vanilla Vance all right. He's now the legal man, and Cody Vance, not a fan of that, but I think he's going to take it out on Sick Boy for now. He knows that he can get him in the next round. Should he win? Backdrop.
I can't even lie. I like a little white boy on white boy violence.
2 count there. RJ Santos able to get his shoulder up. Vanilla Vance back in this. I guess he's decided that he's ready to participate again.
I don't know if I would say he decided it, as Cruz really just tagged him on the chest there.
Have a choice.
Caught Sick Boy out of midair, holding them now.
Vanilla's got so much swagger.
Vanilla, getting a little gym time in right here in the middle of the ring.
Santos has got nowhere to go. There's nothing he can do.
He's got one direction to go, and I'm afraid it might be down if he's not careful here.
Might be up and down.
High impact.
That was violent.
That was
love it.
Incredibly violent from a member of the Nightmare family, but only a 2 count.
not only do you take all of that impact right to the face when you land, but you also get twisted and discombobulated. You lose your position in the ring by being thrown around the body beforehand.
Very disorienting, and now Cody Vance with a knife-edge tag, I guess is what we're going to call it in this matchup between the two of them.
I like it.
Well, the animosity between the last team that we saw out here with Alpha Zoe and Daniel Garcia led to victory. Maybe we'll see the same, I don't know.
This isn't even animosity. This is more like just straight one-upsmanship. This is more like, I'm going to slap you, you're going to slap me. This is just two bulls trying to like hold their ground.
Incredible trio of
5 minutes has elapsed in this contest. 5 minutes has elapsed in this contest.
Jordan Cruz considers himself the big man on campus. Vanilla Vance considers himself to be probably the greatest wrestler that has ever stepped into the Young Lions Cup tournament. So, yeah, there's definitely going to be more of that one-upsmanship that we've seen throughout this tournament so far.
Tilt the world DDT, though. Sick Boy with a chance to get back into this matchup. He needs to make a tag to Prince Gabriel in the worst kind of way. Oh, Cody Vance putting a stop to that. I mean, it's a smart move, but I don't have to like it.
And that's smart, and that's brilliant.
And then drags his own partner to the corner as well to ensure that he's able to get that tag.
That's the most ginger tag we've gotten in this match from them, by the way.
And the tutelage of Dustin, Cody Rhodes, the Nightmare Family, being on that AEW roster, all that is playing into his head right now. We're seeing why he's a 5-tool player.
Oh, very disrespectful. Even the people at home?
No love lost for anyone. Cody Vance says it's all about me.
Vanilla. Vanilla. Say it. Say it, Kincaid.
I'm more of a Neapolitan guy myself, Caesar Black. You know this about me.
Vanilla's a part of it.
It is a part of it, but, you know, so we mix up the Cody and the vanilla, and it makes this great flavor.
RJ Santos trying to create an opportunity for himself, but Vanilla Vance was there to cut him off just as quick.
Sick Boy has got to get out of there if he can. He's taking a lot of punishment, but a reverse DDT off the head says 1, 2, no.
I can't even explain how physically he was able to do that.
It was amazing. And can we consider that an upset? I'm gonna call that an upset.
He's got to make a tag.
Upset.
He is dragging himself to his corner to tag Prince Gabriel if he can get there, and he does.
There we go. Prince Gabriel now, legal man back in, charging clotheslines. A back elbow now, taking his opponents both down.
And again, the speed which Prince is moving with, it doesn't belay his size. He's a big man, moving like a cruiserweight.
Trying to go for that quick pin there, but no. Cody Vance Vanilla Vance, able to break up that pin.
Caught Sick Boy, but Sick Boy was able to still roll through and hit that head scissor, sending Vance to the outside. Now Sick Boy, what's he got planned here?
Boy, no.
Oh, cut off.
Cut off and thrown into the waiting arms of Vanilla Vance.
Thrown and caught.
Oh, no, right on the apron of the ring.
And Jordan Cruz, the big-time move.
Jordan Cruz. What is it? Is he going to the top rope?
Jordan Cruz going up high.
And another time in another place.
Vanilla Vance going to go low and hit the tag.
Oh, no.
Come here. Nightmare kick. Turn out the lights. That's got to be all. 1, 2, 3.
That was the most disrespectful tag I've ever seen, and I love it.
And your winners
That's
by
the way to do it, Vanilla.
and advancing to the semifinals of the 2019 Young Lions Cup Tournament, Cody Vance and Jordan Cruz.
Vanilla Vance seeing the opportunity to win the match and also add a measure of injury for the second round by knocking Jordan Cruz off the top rope. You saw him split the top there, taking it all in the giblets.
So disrespectful.
Cody Vance and Jordan Cruz heading to the next round.
Another match that's going to have so much subtext to it. Oh, just snotting on the Prince.
Nasty. Other people have to wrestle in there, sir.
He's an angry young man, and I don't know why. He's got all the tools.
Another matchup for the next round is going to have so much subtext to it. That's a lot of hate that just built up that quickly. Good Lord. Vanilla Vance is... I want to see Vanilla Vance, and I want to see Matt Fury. That's my final. That's my final.
Well, I mean, there's going to be 2 more people in the finals. It's a 4-person elimination match.
Eliminate 2 of them. Let's get to the business.
And guys,
And with that victory, ladies and gentlemen, Cody Vance and Jordan Cruz will go one-on-one against each other in the semifinals later on here tonight. But up next, it is our last round 1 matchup of the 2019 Young Lions Cup Tournament. Are you guys ready? Then let's rock and roll. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall and is a round one matchup of the 2019 Young Lions Cup Tournament. This match has a 15-minute time limit. Your referee for this contest, referee Tim Cooper. Introducing first. Making her way to the ring, representing the Supreme Pro Wrestling Training Academy, she is the Destination 6 Galaxy Women's Champion, the dramatic Eliza Hammer!
Destination 6 out of Barstow, I believe.
I'm not sure exactly where Destination 6 is located, but it's quite a feat to be their, what was it, the Galaxy Women's Championship?
Galaxy Women's Championship.
Is that in Planet Caesar Black solar system?
No, definitely not. There's only one planet in my whole system and a bunch of stars.
You know, I don't know if you guys have realized this, but I'm kind of dawning on it now that I'm going over my participants' notes. We have 4 women left in the tournament, which means that this is going to be an all-woman tag team match, which means we are guaranteed to have a female participant in the finals.
You are absolutely correct. I had not done that arithmetic in my head, but that's why you're the greatest mind in professional wrestling, and I'm not. That's right. I didn't realize that. That is exciting, and I believe some history could absolutely be made then here tonight.
That's groundbreaking.
And her tag team partner.
Well, I know that any member of the remaining roster of this tournament would do pretty much anything in order to get that cup. But when it comes to someone that could be ceiling shattering, if you will, or the glass ceiling shattering,
yes.
Or you're just making a historical moment like being the first woman ever to win the Young Lions Cup.
And her tag team partner making her way to the ring, representing Brick House Pro Wrestling. Please welcome Grace Lee.
It's actually the amazing Grace Lee and Brick House Pro, run by Big Rick.
But not only, okay, keep going, yeah.
Former WWE ECW champion.
Absolutely, yeah. There's Ezekiel Jackson.
Champion, Ezekiel Jackson.
Yeah, he's Big Rick. Coach Rick has whipped a lot of Northern California wrestlers into shape. Levi Shapiro, most notably, has blossomed.
Absolutely, and Big Dozer, who we haven't seen for years, but I see him on the internet. He's looking good.
Oh, absolutely. Every once in a while, I do see
and their opponents
out in the back chopping wood and choking and churning butter and all that.
Living Amish.
But going back to my point I was trying to make earlier, we'll get to it after the ring announcement.
Introducing first, representing the Santino Brothers Wrestling Academy, Viva Van!
Well, Viva Van, one of the busiest of people to participate in the tournament this year. Not only is she a pro wrestler, but she's a death metal vocalist. Yeah. She's a model in Los Angeles.
She's a Renaissance woman, if there ever was one.
And she's Santino's, she's tough as nails.
Absolutely.
It's just a full schedule for this lady.
Complete badass, Viva Van.
Little Shotzi-esque, if you ask me.
Oh, Shotzi. Congratulations, Shotzi. Recently,
and her tag team partner.
Graduating from NorCal, if you will, and moving on to the big New York. Moving on to New York, they say.
I don't know who this is, but I like this song.
Oh, this is Aaliyah Mia Sweets.
The East Bay Pro Wrestling Training Academy. She is the East Bay Pro Wrestling Ladies Champion, the America's Sweetheart, Aaliyah Mia Sweets.
I'm a fan already. She's throwing out sweet tarts.
She didn't throw me any.
My goodness.
Aaliyah Mia Sweets. Some say that she tries to bribe people into liking her. She's just a kind, nice, giving, very sweet person.
Easy to work for me. You know, I actually had a professor in college who unironically said that you could leave him Reese's
Eliza Hammer is taking candy from babies.
Oh, she's literally taking candy from babies.
That's
I can't believe it.
I love Eliza Hammer. Taking candy from babies.
Well, Eliza Hammer, very dramatic.
No wonder. She's a well-earned name there.
That was uncalled for.
Sweet Tart and Viva Van on one side, Eliza Hammer and Grace Lee on the other. And again, you're right. The draw putting these 4 women together means that one of these 4 will get into the finals.
Because 4 becomes 2, 2 becomes 1, and that 1 goes to the finals. Just in case everybody, grab a pencil at home, folks.
Are you
The
using that
quadratic
new math?
formula.
My kids use new math. I don't get it.
Okay, so you take 4 and then you split them into twos, right? I don't know.
Carry the 1.
Common
There we
core
go.
confounds me, but will these 4 be able to find any sort of common bond in their respective teams remains to be seen.
Well, already the fans chanting for Aaliyah Mia Sweets. Maybe it's because of the candy. Maybe it's because they like her. Maybe it's because she's the East Bay Pro Women's Champion. Maybe because in her rookie year she made it all the way up to Monday Night Raw and wrestled in a tag team match. Who knows?
Seems like she has all the tools. But the size advantage goes to this side over here. Get the 2 bigger women, the heavier women. And I mean that in a strength way.
No, I totally understand. The dramatic Eliza Hammer in the black and white over on the right-hand side of your screen was trained by Sir Samurai, Mr. Punishment himself from SPW. You're talking about people who are tough as nails, to use that colloquialism or whatever the word is. Eliza Hammer is tougher.
Wow. Yeah, you got Drake Frost over there. You got Scoot Roberts over there. You got Sir Samurai.
She is a member of that honor society
She's
as
a
well.
member. Well, there you go. The first female member of honor society.
Yes.
She has my vote.
Here we go, starting things off. Grace Lee and Viva Van, collar and elbow tie-up right on top of the Gold Rush Pro Wrestling logo.
God, what would it mean for Gold Rush Pro and for these 4 ladies, for one of them to become the eventual Young Lions winner, to make that kind of history? That would just be phenomenal stuff.
A former winner, Chris Bay, who won a couple of years ago, said that the turning point in his career was achieving the Young Lions Cup. He said that today on his Facebook page as we were building up the excitement and the anticipation. There's a lot of eyes on this tournament. There's a lot of people watching this. And it could be any number of persons' opportunity to break out and become that star that they have dreaming of being since a child.
And you said the Viva Van sings in a death metal band?
Yeah, she is a death metal vocalist.
Death metal vocalist.
Yeah, she's been all over the place. I mean, she's the only Vietnamese American women's wrestler that's out and active and current today. She's been on AAA, she's been on Impact, and like I said, she's a model in Los Angeles. Like, she's just someone who is always moving.
Yes, like a shark.
But will that distract her from the prize? When you're that spread out, can you actually focus on being the #1 wrestler in the world?
I don't know. We're going to have to see what fate has in store for Viva Van, who's tagged in her partner here, Aaliyah Mia Sweets.
America's Sweet Tart. I love it. She won me over immediately. It might be the candy. It might not be, like you said.
Probably the candy. Did you take some from the
I actually didn't. Well, I wouldn't put it beyond me to do it, but I haven't done it yet.
Sweets trying to find her way out of that hammerlock. Grace Lee now suffering from it. Tim Cooper in excellent position, your referee here, making sure that no hair is pulled, no tights are pulled.
Grace Lee very early in her wrestling career here, so this would be quite the feather in her cap, even to just make a deep run in this tournament. And she has Aaliyah Mia Sweet at her mercy right now, but just as I say that, she escapes and returns the favor with a full Nelson.
And Grace Lee, you could just see the pain across the face of her. Aaliyah Mia Sweet, she's small in stature, but she's fueled with candy. She's always on a sugar rush.
That may work against her in a longer format here. When that sugar crash happens, you better hope it's not mid-match.
Let's hope not.
And the cavity thing, man. Look at that smile. You don't lose that smile, the cavities.
It's back and forth action now. Finally, Mia Sweet's taking Grace Lee off of her feet.
And Amazing Grace, I was talking to her earlier. She's just happy to be here, and I'm not sure that's going to get her through. She's going to have to get a little aggressive.
Can't just be happy to show up. You gotta want it. You gotta feel it. It has to be in your soul when you walk in this building and see this ring and the Gold Rush Pro Wrestling stage set. Going into this tournament, you have to feel it.
You have to feel it.
And I don't know if I can even properly describe that to people at home. It's just something you have to experience. And if you want to, call the APW boot camp. Join us. Participate in the Young Lions Cup in 3-4 years from now.
All it takes is a dream. Shout out Roman Alexander. All it takes is a dream.
Next class at APW Training Center. It starts January 6th, 2020. If you want to come out,
Now is the time.
No time like the present. This could be you in the near future.
Start
The Young
something
Lions
new in
Cup.
2020.
Absolutely. New year could be a new you.
There we go. There we go. Some tactics that I think Caesar Black might appreciate.
Brought a smile to my face immediately. She wants it. She wants to be a young lion.
I can't sit here and lie. I know the benefits of the eye gouge. Gets you out of a predicament.
Shortcuts sometime pay off in the wrestling arena. But again, I like a good straight up, mano-y-mano. Well, I guess mano-y-mano in this case here.
But Eliza Hammer towering over her opponent and just choking her across that middle rope.
And using the top rope to force herself down on her. I've never even seen that before. That was brilliant. That's some samurai stuff right there. That's punishment.
Mr. Punishment, Sir Samurai.
She learned her lessons well. Gosh, and she is giving that physicality.
How quickly and easily she was able to take Aaliyah Mia off of her feet. Just a short elbow was all it took.
And then stoving in the chest of Aaliyah Mia Sweet.
To the beat. It was Aaliyah. Aaliyah. She was stomping her to the beat.
Man.
Handful of hair. Eliza Hammer very obvious in her tactics in this match.
And that was a very Drake Frost-esque forearm.
She's really learned from some of the strongest strikers.
Oh, what a pin combination that is.
Just stacked her up like chips. Like when you get the Pringles, you like do the different flavors, just stack them up.
Forcing Aaliyah Mia Sweet to use more of that energy.
5 minutes as he laps in this contest. 5 minutes as he laps in this contest.
Again, a handful of hair. If the referee will give Eliza Hammer an inch, she will take that entire mile.
God, she has a mean streak a mile wide. Big splash into the corner from taking candy from the fans to just brutalizing Aaliyah Mia Sweet here. And she's going again.
Just crushing Sweets in that corner.
High impact. You never like to see broken hard candy, and that's what we're getting right now.
Oh, Aaliyah Mia, though, trying to fight back.
Oh, what a sweet kick that was.
Able to stagger the much larger Eliza Hammer, but not enough to take her off of her feet.
Yeah, but she's taking too much time, and that's not going to work.
Oh, big twisting head scissors there. Oh, no, there we go. That's taking advantage of an opportunity.
That was a Tom and Jerry move right there.
No doubt about it. Now here comes Viva Van. She is ready to get rock and rolling here on Grace Lee.
Putting everything that she has into those clotheslines here. And make another step up enziguri, very popular move in this tournament.
She knows she has to pick things up. Aaliyah Mia Sweet has sustained an incredible amount of damage. If you're Viva Van, you might feel like you have to take this thing the rest of the way here just to escape with a win. And where does that put you in the next round? And that's a big if even to get out of here.
Look at the stare down between these two women. Viva Van's not backing down.
But neither is Eliza Hammer. She is not intimidated by anybody.
Aaliyah Mia Sweets has tagged herself back in there just to be taken off of her feet once again. I don't know exactly what was going through her mind with that decision.
Yeah, clearly not recovered enough to make any sort of positive impact yet in this matchup. That was a questionable move. Might cost him the whole dang tournament.
And Amazing Grace, she felt the aggression. She's changed her game up. She's changed her game up. Eliza's rubbing off on her quickly.
Adapting to her partner, something that we haven't seen very much of yet in this tournament. Yeah. Smart move, if you ask me.
But Grace Lee seeing how effective the strategy of Eliza Hammer's on the top rope.
No, this is not happening.
Eliza Hammer poised.
What is she doing?
Eliza Hammer looking for
Don't do it.
Eliza Hammer, elevation, sensation to the outside.
Oh, why? Why? We got to get somebody out there now.
The carnage is everywhere.
An absolute calamity of humanity on the outside here.
Viva Van is in the third row. Literally in the third row, and Eliza right after her. Look at that.
Eliza Hammer back to her feet before everybody else, and she had the furthest to fall.
And Viva Van with a kick to the face. She's not done.
Viva Van showing some resilience.
Trying to get her partner up.
I don't know if she was sure that was her partner or not, Caesar Black.
Again, the confusion of these
she's smart. She threw the legal person in. That was a little ring generalship right there.
Okay, there you go.
You may be right about that.
Great analysis there, Mr. Caesar Black. There we go. A couple of well-placed elbows right to the jaw of Amazing Grace Lee. Low kick taking Lee down.
Smart move by Aaliyah Mia Sweet now.
And big
knee strike.
Knee strike or maybe a leg lariat. A big, deep pin, and that's all it took. I'm a little bit surprised, to be honest.
By pinfall, and advancing to the semifinals of the 2019 Young Lions Cup Tournament, Viva Van and Aaliyah Mia Sweets.
You have to give all the credit in the world to what Viva Van did on a brilliant maneuver of throwing her partner back in the ring, realizing that the big girl was down on her own, and taking the win. Taking advantage of the situation. That was a win by attrition.
Well, I mean, in hockey, assists definitely are very important, and Viva Van, a huge assist for Aaliyah Mia in that. And sometimes all you got to do is just hit your opponent just right and knock him down for 3 minor seconds, and that is it.
Yeah, you mentioned your surprise on that, Maddie. I was surprised, too, that Aaliyah Mia Sweet was able to even survive that matchup. It was in doubt throughout that tag team contest. It was looking like Aaliyah Mia Sweet was going to be taking the pin there at any point, but she was able to come out with the win, and you're right, Caesar Black, that was a big time.
And with that victory, ladies and gentlemen, Viva Van will go one-on-one with Aaliyah Mia Sweets in the semifinals later on tonight. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a short intermission. Take this time, use the restroom, get some fresh air, stop by the Superstar table, get yourself a new wrestling item for your collection. We'll be back with more Young Lions Cup Tournament in 15 minutes. We'll see you soon.
But of course, folks, if you are watching at home, there's not going to be much of a delay here. There is an intermission live for the people here, but we're going all the way back to 2016.
Yes.
We are going to show you the Young Lions Cup finals from there as Super Beast took on Steiker, Brody King, and Jew Diz.
Oh, 4 of my favorites right there. My brother Jew Diz, Super Beast, my former client, and Steiker, the homie right there. Oh, man, that's going to be a good match.
Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back at you soon.
What a first round.
Up first, escaping out of Penaludo prison, weighing in at 1 metric ton, Super Beast.
Well, Super Beast night began in the 3rd first-round matchup here earlier tonight as he teamed with Shotzi Blackheart against the team of Andre Laveau and Papo Esco. And Super Beast and Shotzi were victorious in that matchup, and they met later on in a one-on-one competition where Super Beast obliterated Shotzi Blackheart and essentially put her to sleep with a full Nelson.
John, I had to disagree. I don't think he obliterated Shotzi Blackheart. I thought that match was a lot more competitive than I was expecting. At first, I was leaning towards the Super Beast, but after that performance in that match, I'm going with my man, the man I first picked, Brody King, out of Santino's brothers. And I want to say hello, especially hello to a Santino Brothers graduate who's watching this event right now, Raise.
The equal opportunity ass kicker is watching live.
She's watching live right now. She's rooting on.
Up next, representing EPW Nevada, weighing in at 223 pounds, he is Chocolate Poppy Steiker.
She's rooting on her fellow classmate, her fellow graduate, Brody King.
Well, for Chocolate Poppy Steiker Green, his night began in our final first-round tag team matchup as he teamed up with Ethan White against Manny Mars and Rocket Boy Wilson. And Steiker and White were able to pick up the victory following a big spear from Ethan White. And in their one-on-one semifinal matchup, Ethan White was distracted by Manny Mars, which allowed Steiker to pick up the victory with a quick roll-up. And that is how Steiker found his way into the finals of the 2016 Young Lions Cup Tournament.
There he is,
Up
the big
next,
man, my pick.
representing Santino Brothers Academy, from Van Nuys, California, weighing in at 275 pounds, Brody King.
Well, the action tonight kicked off where with Amish Johnson and Atticus Lynch tag teaming against Bison Braddock and Brody King. King and Braddock were able to pick up the victory in that first round matchup. They met in what was a pretty quick semifinal matchup where Brody King annihilated Bison Braddock.
Yeah, you got it right.
And that was a brutal match.
You got that right. Brody King annihilated young Bison Braddock. I mean, it was a good, Bison Braddock put a good effort on, but.
And their opponent, representing SoCal Pro Wrestling, hailing from San Francisco, California, weighing in at 192 pounds, he is the Renegade Nerd, Judiz!
Well, Judiz showing the effects of the hellacious evening he has had thus far. He and Dickie Mayer tag teamed against Aaron Sky and Patrick Fitzpatrick in their opening round matchup, and then they met in what are some are already calling the match of the night in the semifinals. And now here we go. That is how we got to our finals here tonight. Elimination rules apply in this fatal four-way matchup to determine the 2016 Young Lions Cup winner.
I believe the 2015 Young Lions Cup, it was tags within this match. Is it everyone at the same time then?
At least that's how it's starting off right now, because all hell broke loose as the bell sounded. Super Beast and Chocolate Poppy, the only two still in the ring. Chocolate Poppy looking for that windmill, but
he missed that windmill kick, but he's still keeping the offense on.
A couple of big strikes there. And Super Beast now.
Over the head, belly-to-belly suplex.
Wow, just launching Steiker across the ring.
Whoa! My goodness.
And the young man from the Reno Wrestle Factory just getting obliterated at the hands.
Here comes Judiz
of the Super Beast. And Super Beast going to work now on the man who has received the most punishment all night long, and that punishment continues in that vertical suplex.
And he had the longest match of the second round as well, so he has a lot of disadvantage going to this match. Oh my gosh.
And Judiz just launched outside.
This is the match we wanted to see. Big Brody King and Super Beast.
Super Beast lighting up Brody King early on here.
You know, in recent history, Santino Brothers Academies fared very well. As you know, last year, one of the finalists was Douglas James, and also Reyes was also in that final.
That's absolutely right. Could we see history repeat itself here tonight?
Well, we have, because Brody King's in that
you're
final,
right, you're right. Could we see a new chapter in history written with a Santino Brothers graduate winning the Young Lions Cup?
That's who I have favorite. That's who I'm going with right now.
Well, represented in this matchup, we've got Stoner U, Santino Bros Academy, the Reno Wrestle Factory, and just making a quick double check here, the SoCal Pro Wrestling Academy, and now we see looks like a meeting of the minds. Brody King, along with Judiz and Steiker, Chocolate Poppy.
It was a meeting.
Game planning.
I don't think Brody cared. Doesn't want to team up with anyone, man. He wants to just kick some butt.
Well, I think maybe Brody realizes that the only person size-wise who matches up with him is Super Beast, and a quick alliance benefits Brody King here. And here we go.
Continue the double team. Judiz.
And there it is. That huge clothesline. Everyone covering up Super Beast. And there we go. The first elimination has occurred. Super Beast eliminated.
Been eliminated.
Well, that all worked out.
Wow. Usually you don't see plans like that really come to fruition in these kind of matchups, but it did.
Now it's down to 3. Steiker, Judiz, and Brody King.
As this crowd singing, nah, 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 hey, hey, to Super Beast.
Well, he didn't win any over what he's done to Shotzi here.
Well, I think Brody King's idea of everyone ganging up on the big man, now that plan is backfiring as you see Steiker and Judiz teaming up to take on Brody King.
Smart move by these two men. Now they're focused on the big man. It worked earlier on Super Beast.
Here we go. Double vertical suplex, double team maneuver connecting there on King. And now both that crawling to a cover. 1, 2.
Interesting. I'm surprised Steiker didn't jump on Judiz.
Well, I think Judiz might have realized that. He had kind of a puzzled look on his face as he was looking at Chocolate Poppy. Double Irish whip, double back elbow there connecting. A little alliance here forming here. Steiker and Judiz looking to eliminate Brody King together. And King just shoves off Chocolate Poppy. Oh my God.
What a right. That's a big clothesline. I can watch him clothesline. I can watch him clothesline all day, man.
I know you are a fan of the clothesline. I know Stan Hansen holds a deep respected place in your heart, so I'm
Damn
not
straight.
surprised that you're loving these clotheslines right now from Brody King. Oh my God! Judiz hung up to dry on the top
And
rope.
after what happened earlier with Dickie Meyer after that matchup, oh my goodness, he's done.
Judiz in trouble here. Brody King taking it to the young man from SoCal Pro. Oh. Vicious knee lift by the Santino Brothers graduate.
I'm telling you,
5 minutes has elapsed in
Brody
this
King's
contest.
thinking, want to get out of retirement.
Oh.
5 minutes has
Oh, no.
elapsed in this contest.
Big Brody gonna take it in the air. He's known to fly.
Really?
Yeah, he can do it. He can do it, man. I've seen him.
That's impressive. I want to see that happen now. Brody King going after Judiz.
I'm telling you, man, he's trained in all arts of pro wrestling.
Look at the leg. 2.
Judiz feeling that effects and getting crotch on that top rope, and also earlier from what Dickie Meyer did.
Brody King
That's a mistake.
standing tall right now. Oh, duck of the clothesline there. That vicious clothesline. It's a good idea to stay away from it. Oh, my God. 1, 2, 3, and Chocolate Poppy eliminated by Brody King.
Stryker has been eliminated.
We are down to our final 2 competitors here in the Young Lions Cup tournament. It's down to Judiz and Brody King. Brody King has had, well, I don't want to say the easiest path, but he's had the path of least resistance getting to the finals here
Exactly.
tonight.
Going to this match, he's been the freshest of the 4.
But Judiz has definitely felt a lot of punishment throughout the night here. And I'm afraid for the young man from SoCal Pro that it's not over yet. Oh, wait a minute. Oh! Tilt-a-whirl DDT, excuse me, Tornado DDT there from the young man from SoCal Pro. A hook of the leg. And Judiz not quite able to put away Brody King there.
Brody King, he tried to sprawl out of it at the last second, but Judiz had that hook, that DT hook, and nailed it. Judiz going to the top rope.
Here we go.
He says he likes to fly. That's what he has.
And he is feeling this capacity crowd. They are energizing him right now. Big
Missile
drop kick connecting. Judiz crawling to a cover. Hook of the leg, 2. Is it going to be a no? Not quite enough to put away Brody King.
What a story. What a story we have here. We have Judiz, who relocated to Southern California, training. Now he's finally wrestling a lot of friends and family tonight. Can he win the Young Lions Cup? What a story that would be.
Judiz
Going up again.
going to the high rent district. To the top rope he goes. Brody King turning around.
Oh, catches him. That is not.
my
Wow,
goodness.
man. Wow.
Brody. Boom! A lift of the leg, a hook of the leg, 2. And Judiz somehow, some way, kick out.
my God.
Big back senton from the monster Brody King.
I bet you his tag team partner down south, Tyler Bateman, is looking on and has a big smile on his face, seeing what his partner's doing here tonight.
Brody lifting up Judiz.
Oh,
Diz in trouble.
This is that spinning power bomb.
We saw this put away Bison Braddock earlier. Oh! Could have been up 2. 3. And there it is!
Brody King!
Brody King!
Here is your winner and your 2016 Young Lions Cup winner, Brody King!
Brody King bringing that trophy right back to Santino Brothers.
We started with 16 competitors at the beginning of the night, but Brody King obliterates the competition here tonight. He defeated Amish Johnson and Atticus Lynch. He destroyed Bison Braddock in the semifinals. And tonight, Brody King outlasts Stryker, Judiz, and the Super Beast here in the finals of the 2016 Young Lions Cup. Take a good look, ladies and gentlemen. There he is, the graduate of the Santino Bros Academy, Brody King, is the 2016 Young Lions Cup winner.
Someone give that man that trophy.
Brody King can etch his name in the history books next to the likes of Matt Carlos, Perry Von Vicious, Jeff Cobb, and Will Roberts. Brody King, the 2016 Young Lions Cup winner.
Wrestling faithful, and thank you for all our amazing viewers on YouTube watching our live stream of the 2019 APW Gold Rush Pro Wrestling Young Lions Cup Tournament. Make sure to follow us on all our amazing social media platforms at All Pro Wrestling and Gold Rush Pro Wrestling if you would like to see more action from APW and Gold Rush. Up next, it is our second half of the Young Lions Cup Tournament, the semifinals and the finals. Pacifica, California, are you ready? Then let's jump right into the action right now. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. And this is a semifinals match of the 2019 Young Lions Cup Tournament. This match has a 15-minute time limit. Your referee for this contest, referee Sparky Ballard. Introducing first.
All right, folks, we are back with live action here. The greatest mind in professional wrestling, Matthew Thiel. That's me. Joined alongside Mr. Caesar Black himself.
Yes, yes, y'all.
Bimbo Jimbo Kincaid.
Making his way to the ring first, representing the Ugly Dojo. He is the future franchise, Titus Alexander.
Future franchise Titus Alexander and Matt Fury picking up a first-round win over Dorian Gray and Marcelo Montoya. Now they will be at odds in this semifinals matchup. See how it's going to go down.
Oh, you ratchet up the pressure, you ratchet up the animosity. This is where you make your money right here. Playtime's over.
This is one of the matches you were most looking forward to seeing in the second round, and we're starting off
And
with
his
it.
opponent.
Absolutely.
What a contest this has to be. We saw how similar Titus Alexander and Matt Fury kind of were when they were
Making his way to the ring, representing the Underground Wrestling Alliance, please welcome Matt Fury.
Of the teams in the first round, they were one of the few that seemed to coexist the best. And that there was some mutual respect after their victory. That all goes out the window now. We talked about it in the first round. Titus Alexander has a lot on his shoulders. He made that deep run only to lose the eventual winner, Darren Slade. And now he wants to finish it off this time in 2019.
And you can already see the pressure's on him.
Yes.
Taking a knee. It's a lot.
Making sure that he's focused, making sure that his game plan is in order, maybe asking the big Lord for a little bit of assistance here in the second round. And Matt Fury coming out of that corner like a rocket.
I was just going to say the key is to keep Matt Fury grounded, and he's already taking to the sky here. Off the top rope, nobody home, but he landed on his feet.
So close, but no, here we go. Like we were saying, both men so similar to each other. And now Titus Alexander is the one that's scaling to the top rope.
All of the proverbial stops being pulled out right here at the start of the semifinals. Titus Alexander off the top rope. Now he lands on his feet.
Trying to go for a double stomp. Matt Fury out of the way. Big Hurricane Rana taken. Titus Alexander down and a Hurricane Rana of his own. And again, double drop kicks there as both. Did you see how Matt Fury got back to his feet?
Mirror images of one another to start this matchup, showing out both of them. And again, that respect seemingly continuing here now. Alexander slaps on that headlock.
There we go. All you have to do is take your focus off of your opponent for just one moment.
Split second. And I think with Titus, what I'm seeing is a little bit of Carl Fredrickson. You know, there's a little bit of Carl in there.
I dig that. I like that comparison.
Yeah, absolutely.
Carl Frederick's a very accomplished professional wrestler.
What I like about Titus Alexander is what we had alluded to before, with being just the son of J.D. Bishop himself. He is already an expert in that ring. All he had to do is just drop down to his booty there, and he just stopped the momentum of Matt Fury dead.
Using his can to his advantage.
And this headlock just won't break. He won't give Matt Fury any sort of...
It might not be sexy, but it's a smart move because he's going to wring that energy out of Matt Fury and, again, hopefully keep him grounded and able to take advantage in this matchup.
Well, while we're having a headlock on for so long, you can kind of see, you can analyze exactly where the arm is placed around the back of the neck, across the side of the throat of Matt Fury, slowing the blood flow to the brain. This is actually a very painful maneuver to be in.
And he's wrenching it too, holding him down.
I mean, energy is going to be at a major premium here as we move on in this tournament, and I think Titus Alexander knows from experience that.
This is the deep water in the pool. Whoa!
Goodness, the agility from both of these men. Matt Fury got the better of that exchange drop kick, sending Alexander to the outside, but just, I'm so impressed with both of these competitors right now.
I'm almost at a loss for words as to even say about what Matt Fury is doing in this match.
Suicide dive! Matt Fury to the outside on Titus Alexander.
Putting it all on the line. Throwing his body through the ropes.
How badly do both of these guys want to win that Young Lions Cup?
The deeper in the water it gets, it seems like Matt Fury is just ratcheting up his energy a little bit more. Like, I think he realizes what's at stake here. And again, Titus has been here. He's done it once. He's been deep in the water, so we can't count him out. But Matt Fury right now is on a mission.
Well, speaking of counted out, these guys need to take the action back inside the ring. We need a winner here in this semifinal matchup. Oh my God, you could almost feel his chest caving in.
But you can see Sparky Ballard out here not counting them out. He's encouraging them to get back into the ring. Sparky doesn't want to have a double count out. That means we would have a 3-person elimination match for the finals, and we don't want that.
It would fly in the face of Young Lions Cup tradition.
So, but we'll see just how far Sparky Ballard is willing to let these two go, as they've been battling outside the ring now for over a minute.
A lot of latitude by Sparky Ballard, but like you said, we want to see a winner in this matchup. And now Sparky utilizing the 10 count, trying to regain control of this matchup.
And Matt Fury has kicked him right in the grill.
Oh.
To quote Pete Nice from third base, kick him in the grill, Pete.
Well, you can never count Matt Fury down and out, that's for sure. And he's proved that throughout the Young Lions Cup tournament so
Matt
far.
Fury got in store for
They're
right
dancing,
here on the
they're
apron.
dancing on the danger zone.
This is absolutely, but smart move by Alexander, blocking on the apron, utilizing that rope to regain his leverage.
Just a slip or a misstep could just end it all for either one of these men. Just battling on the place of the ring that has absolutely no give as well.
And they say that's the hardest part of the ring. Fortunately, both men averting disaster. Matt Fury says, fortune favors the Ball Destroyer!
Did you see that?
Oh, that's got to be it. 1,
That was
2.
furious.
And Titus Alexander gets his shoulder up.
That was pure instinct. He's on Dream Street.
I would
He
have bet
doesn't
the
know
house
where
that
he's
was
at.
it. Matt Fury's not done, though. He's staying on him. Standing shooting star into another. Titus Alexander able to catch him and
Luring him
through.
in, Titus Alexander did. Big Michinoku driver.
He can't make the cover.
Drivers are brutal.
The only thing he did was prevent himself from losing the match there. He's not going to gain the victory off of this. Both men are spent.
If that was instinct, I
5
would hate to
minutes
see
as
me
he
get
laps
you
in
on a
this
full
contest.
brand.
5 minutes
He
as he
came up-
laps in this contest.
Titus came up roaring like a lion with a lot of energy, but it was almost all instinct.
This match has
Now
been
he's just slapping.
fast and furious.
You could definitely see that there's not much behind the strikes of Titus Alexander anymore. It's picking up now. But those first couple of shots to the face of Matt Fury didn't have much behind it at all.
That was just an incredible counter into that Michinoku driver. I cannot believe that this match has not ended a couple of times already.
Well, look at these two. They're just beating the tar out of each other now.
Both men on spaghetti legs. Matt Fury, though, seems to regain himself, egging him on and getting it in kind. Oh, Matt
Throwing out
Fury's
the proverbial, come on, beep.
No. Alexander able to duck the enziguri. Big German suplex bridging into the pin here. And only a 2 count, so close to moving on to the finals for the 2nd year in a row.
And this is not the place to get frustrated, Titus. You got to get back in it. You got to get back in it right now because Fury's face says it all. He's already back.
came with an absolute eyelash of being back-to-back in the finals and wanting to finish it off in winning fashion.
He just told him, what you gonna do?
Here we go, Matt Fury off the ropes here, able to connect at the last second with that leaping kick right to the back of Alexander's head.
And just dying on top of the man.
no cover really. Again, like you said, just crawling over him, hoping to get that 3 count, but really incredible acrobatics on display here.
So both of these men are putting everything that they have into this match, but where do they reach the point of no return in which they have spent too much in round 2 and don't have enough to take into round 3?
I think for them, it's leaving it all out in the ring, because if you don't and it costs you in this round, you won't have a shot to win the final anyway.
And they call it fighting spirit. You know, you got to reach deep into the tank. The further in the water we go, the hungrier the sharks are going to get. It don't get no easier.
Again, I think Titus Alexander, the bad taste left in his mouth, and then again, that chip that Caesar Black you've alluded to,
Matt Fury's carrying a boulder on his shoulder.
What is going to win out? There has to be some type of give here, as now both men in a precarious situation here, seated on the turnbuckle. Matt Fury fell hard, hit the back of his head. And now Titus Alexander, he is on the top rope. He senses this could be his moment here. What's it going to be? He eyes it, he tries it, he buys it, double stomp!
Vicious double stomp.
Right onto the
and he's
heart.
not stopping. Back to the top rope.
Just allowing Matt Fury to just...
Titus Alexander looking to score big here. Frog splash, it's there! One, 2, 3. Oh, wow! Second
And
straight
winner
year.
by pinfall and advancing to the finals of the 2019 Young Alliance Cup Tournament, Titus Alexander.
I have never seen a match like that in Young Lions Cup before.
Titus Alexander leaving it all on the line, daring so he can go back for the second straight year to the Young Lions Cup final.
That was a pure heart, pure spirit win. He was out on his feet a number of times, and to come back and do what he just did, back-to-back aerial maneuvers, Titus Alexander deserves and earns his spot in the finals.
There were multiple times in that match where I thought either man had secured the victory. Just an incredible, incredible contest.
I encourage everybody to go back and rewatch this match once again once the broadcast is over and take a particular look at the vertical leap that Alexander was able to get on that frog splash that ended it all. It's like he fell from 2 stories up, straight down on top of Matt Fury.
That was a beautiful jump.
And if you're Matt Fury, you have to be disappointed, but no reason to hang your head low. Hold it up high, young man.
Shake his hand, brother.
Performed incredibly
There you go.
admirably. Mutual respect, holding from round 1 all the way through here in the Young Lions Cup.
I can't even talk trash about the Mutual Respect Club. This is so well earned.
I'm gonna give Matt Fury, I'm gonna give the world Hell Agua. Underground Wrestling Alliance came, showed, and the crowd is showing respect. Good job, Matt Fury.
Again, no reason to be ashamed.
None.
What a terrific performance he put on. Came up short, but there will be other days.
Take the opportunity to open up a new tab on your browser, folks, and search Facebook for these competitors. Add them onto your list. See where they're coming. Maybe they're going to be breezing through your town. Take a look.
Open up another tab in your browser. He opened up a lot of eyes tonight here at the Young
Ladies and
Lions
gentlemen, the finals,
Fury.
the landscape has already been formed. Titus Alexander will be in the finals in the fatal 4-way to determine who will walk away as the new champion of the Young Lions Cup Tournament. Up next, another semi-finals match. Let's get it started right now. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall and is a semi-finals matchup in the 2019 Young Lions Cup Tournament. This match has a 15-minute time limit. Your referee for this contest, referee Jimmy Mack. Introducing first. Making his way to the ring first, representing Grapplers Anonymous, Daniel Garcia.
Now, in terms of competitors that seem to have an axe to grind with the entire world, look no further than Daniel Garcia. But I gotta say, for what I don't like about his attitude, he damn sure is effective. And, you know, he and Alpha Zoe, maybe the most of a breakdown of a tag team that we saw in the first round. And now they get to, again, unleash upon one another. These two guys, they couldn't even figure out who to start the match in the first round.
And throughout the match as well, they kind of argued about who was going to continue the match. And ultimately, Daniel Garcia decided he was going to end the match.
Yes,
Daniel Garcia is hip-hop. Alpha Zoe is rap, okay? That's my breakdown. That's my color commentary analysis. He is a b-boy, and Zoe is a showman.
Okay, all right. I can get behind that. I've seen a number
And
of
his
seasons of
opponents.
So You Think You Can Dance.
Yeah, speaking of So You Think You Can Dance, this
Here we
makes me
go.
want to dance. You know I love Alpha Zoe.
Now they're both dancing.
You can't not dance to this song.
It's impossible.
Making his way to the ring, representing East Bay Pro Wrestling Training Academy, he is one half of the world's freshest tag team, Mr. A1, Alpha Zoe.
Alpha Zoe comes out here to the tunes of Outcast, but he does not want to be an outcast. He wants to make it all the way to the finals, and this is his opportunity here. All he's got to do is get past Red Death.
He wants to be the show. He's the first man picked to be in the tournament. That makes you the favorite. That puts the target on your back. Maybe that's why Red Death doesn't like him. Maybe he feels like he should be the first
I'm
one.
not sure there's anybody that Daniel Garcia does like, to be honest.
He likes me.
I don't know about that, Caesar Black. That remains to be seen. I've seen no proof of that. As Alpha Zoe, no outcast to the faithful here. He has endeared himself to them, and he is the definition of a fan favorite. We'll see if he can continue on here in the Young Lions Cup. Tough task in Daniel Garcia. Again, a relentless striker, just somebody that is so intense in the ring in Daniel Garcia. I cannot wait for them to tear it up.
There was a man on the Indies a couple years ago. He's on the bigger stage now. The charisma, they called him Swerve. Alpha Zoe has that Swerve-like charisma.
Absolutely.
If you will.
Swerve-like charisma. He's looking to curve Daniel Garcia's hopes in the Young Lions Cup tonight.
But he also has one of the most intense looks I've ever seen on the face of Alpha Zoe as well coming into this match.
How impressive would it be for Alpha Zoe? I mean, it's the stakes of the Young Lions Cup to be able to etch your name in history alone, but to be such an accomplished tag team wrestler and to make a run and maybe win the Young Lions Cup, I mean, he would be absolutely feeling himself if he could do that. Nothing he can't do in that ring.
Red Death, in their win, disrespected NorCal, disrespecting his friends. So there's more on this than just the cup. There's a lot of pride on the line in this matchup, too.
Daniel Garcia is just a unique competitor. The things he does in that ring to sort of psych out his opponent and to just inflict punishment.
Daniel Garcia, I'm not sure, is he unhappy with how loose the top rope is? I'm not sure exactly what the problem he has going into this match.
I think Daniel Garcia is upset with just life in general from what I've gathered from him.
It's that Buffalo mentality. It's grimy out there. Woo, 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 Buffalo.
No collar and elbow tie-up right there. Alpha Zoe early on struggling, though, to kind of power Daniel Garcia into the ropes. I got to assume he was aiming for the corner, but didn't quite make it.
Yeah, it wonders if that shoulder injury that seems to be affecting Alpha Zoe, or maybe it's just Daniel Garcia. He is cagey in there. I think he's the definition of cagey. Gamey, even.
All he was saying was, when I'm in the ropes, you got to let go. Those are the rules. Daniel Garcia likes the rules.
Well, the rules are there for a reason. To be broken.
Lock up again. Now he forces Daniel Garcia into the corner. But Garcia, once again, fighting his way into the ropes, back into the corner. He finds himself, referee calling for the break.
And this collar and elbow tie-up continuing on out of that corner as well. There we go, arm wringer applied, but Daniel Garcia's got that top rope. Alpha Zoe has to break the hold.
I'm a little and there's the shot. I was going to say I'm a little surprised to see the way this match has started, given just the animosity that built up in the first round. Now they're starting to look, Daniel Garcia racked with pain there.
And you know what?
Checking to make sure his chest is still there.
The look on Zoe's face, the light has flipped. He's angry now. This isn't just competitive anymore. He's about to hurt this boy.
All right, well, Alpha Zoe, again, asking everybody to be very quiet. Big knife edge chop, sending Daniel Garcia crawling to the other rope.
Daniel Garcia is looking for a timeout. He's looking for some type of reprieve. Alpha Zoe listening to Trot saying one more time.
And Zoe, don't get caught up in the crowd. Daniel Garcia will trick you.
I disagree, Caesar Black. That crowd is what fuels Alpha Zoe, and it's what's going to carry the day if he's going to win this whole thing.
Oh, not on the back! Now,
Devastating.
Now we are getting into disrespectful territory here. I got to be honest with you guys.
That was cold-blooded.
Daniel Garcia wouldn't show him his front, so he took what he had available.
It's like the Wu-Tang said, I got your back, but you better watch the front.
Alpha Zoe coming in, launching his body at the last second, putting every pound that he's got into that splash and a kick right to the back of the head of Daniel Garcia, sends him to the center of the ring.
Crumpled heap. There's Daniel Garcia.
It's a dangerous place to be in. I don't know, Caesar Black. That's one of those pins that you don't like.
The lackadaisical cover.
That was more of just I'm going to pin you because I can now. You're laying down, I'm going to pin. And look at the back of Daniel Garcia from that slap and the rope burns.
Big forearm shots now. Alpha Zoe trying to maintain control.
Cagey.
Drop toe hold into that middle rope. Here comes Daniel Garcia with a knee to the back of the head. That can put out the lights in a hurry. Cover one.
Quickly.
Oh, Alpha Zoe showing he's still with it.
Snatching Alpha Zoe, trying to force him into that pinfall. You could see the pain still just persisting on the back of the head after getting that knee strike hung up on the ropes.
That's another one of those moves that's going to disorient you, mess up your equilibrium, slow down the train that is Alpha Zoe. And now Daniel Garcia bringing the strikes.
What a shot. Oh, another one too. Daniel Garcia is now just picking Alpha Zoe apart.
Got to turn into another gear.
Daniel Garcia is one of those in the ring. He's a very vocal professional wrestler. He uses almost that breathing, the sounds that emanates to sort of fire him up throughout the course of the match. It puts more heat on those strikes as the match goes along. It's a very interesting style.
Goodness, Alpha Zoe's pretty much got nowhere to go. He's been hung up on the ropes now for a number of seconds.
And this is maybe where, as Daniel Garcia is just utilizing the liberal slow 5 count as Alpha Zoe's tied up in the ropes, but this might be the situation where Alpha Zoe, where he normally would have a partner to go tag, take a breather, and take a rest, he doesn't have it. There is no respite for Alpha Zoe right now. This is just him in there.
The deeper into the water we get, like I said, the sharks get hungrier. Daniel Garcia is proven to be a great white. He's on the hunt right now, and Alpha Zoe, he's the prey.
Another chop. Both men just trying to not only beat each other, but
5 minutes has elapsed in this contest. 5 minutes has elapsed in this contest.
Absolutely.
I'm going to be honest. They were managed to work up a lot. Just the chops incessantly coming out Alpha Zoe from Daniel Garcia.
Oh, a chop to the forehead?
Alpha Zoe, that might have woke up Alpha Zoe. Awoke a sleeping World's Freshest Tag Team member who's ready now to kick Daniel Garcia. Oh, but Daniel, maybe a little bit of a sucker play there.
Well, now I'm starting to think, what sort of long con is Daniel Garcia playing? Was his whole purpose to incite the fury of Alpha Zoe so he could take advantage of that on the outside of the ring?
Use it against him. Use your man's his momentum against him.
I've seen a lot of wrestlers. There's very few whose mindsets I understand less than Daniel Garcia. Again, that uniqueness about it. It's enigmatic, but it's hard to understand. And Alpha Zoe says you're number one, but you're not going to win the Young Lions Cup.
Cody Vance has to feel about that. Oh, wow. Just kicking the legs out under Daniel Garcia.
Super kick from the seated Daniel Garcia on the apron.
Daniel Garcia's got to be careful. Oh, my God. He's almost going to land on his head on the outside.
Caught himself almost like the Wicked Witch of the West.
He's in the tree of no. That's the tree. You don't want to be there. And Zoe just drags him back in.
Pulls him in like nothing, like he weighs, like he's painted.
2 count
Again,
only.
I used the metaphor before. Zoe is like the Minotaur. He's part man, part bull. He's just strong as an ox, man.
Alpha Zoe looking to be the baddest bull of the woods and win the Young Lions Cup. He is pounding away at Daniel Garcia.
Open palms to the dome piece.
Open palms, hey, they're not illegal.
No.
But they are effective. Alpha Zoe now launching himself out of the corner. Launches his body into Daniel Garcia.
Go one more time, but no, Garcia beats him 3/4 of the way across the ring with a charging drop kick.
High velocity there. Daniel Garcia looking to follow up now. Wow, what a running knee strike. On target and effective cover, too. No, Alpha Zoe.
Daniel Garcia's given up about 20 pounds, too, so the beating he's taking is, the fight he's got this much fight left in him is amazing. And again, slows it down. Very reminiscent like Jake the Snake Roberts. Just takes his time, does what he wants to do when he wants to do it, doesn't let anything speed him up. It's a brilliant strategy.
Alpha Zoe, and you're talking about reach lengths and height advantage. You can see how high Alpha Zoe has to stretch in order to even get an elbow across the face of Daniel Garcia.
Takes a little something off. You're right about that. But now they're just trading shots in the middle of that ring. No man giving an inch. This is trench warfare in the middle of the Gold Rush here. Back suplex, though, by Daniel Garcia. And he
out of nowhere.
Alpha Zoe, though, right back up to his feet.
Your turn.
German suplex release.
Releasing German suplex, throwing Garcia. But no, Garcia back up as well. How much adrenaline's pumping through these two men's bodies?
They are just going back and forth. This is a walloping melee right now.
Garcia now.
The best of it.
In control. No. Alpha Zoe fighting back. Well-placed elbows to the back of the head here. Going reverse waistlock and another release German suplex.
That's 4 if you're counting it home. 4 suplexes between these two men.
Between the both of them.
Tick marks.
Little tally's going in now. Men.
Oh, finally we found out. Just both men.
And the crowd appreciating the violence, man.
Show of approval from the crowd. The effort that these two combatants are showing to get to the finals of the Young Lions Cup is off the page.
And to Matthew's point, the further into this tournament you go, what is that going to do to them later on in the match? That was nuts.
That was nuts.
That was nuts.
How much are they going to have left for the finals?
Well, it's interesting that you say that because we thought that with what Titus had to go through to go get by Matt Fury, it looks like maybe no one will have an advantage in the final round if it's going to be like this.
If it all continues like this, that's the absolute truth. Both men don't even have enough strength to take each other down with these clotheslines.
And here's the scary part. To your point again, Matthew, there's going to be a woman involved in the match who can very easily slip in there, size advantage, speed advantage, 1, 2, 3 quickly to get a female champion.
There we go.
Just like that.
He's going for maybe the gym break special here. Alpha Zoe. Is he gonna lock it in? Can he lock it in, Daniel Garcia? He's locking in the gym break special.
Oh God.
Daniel Garcia with nowhere to go. That's Tap City.
Oh, no, he's submitting. He said yes, that's it.
And your winner by submission. And advancing to the finals of the 2019 Young Lions Cup Tournament, Mr. A1, Alpha Zoe.
First man picked, second man in the finals. Alpha Zoe.
Honestly, I'm going to have to go back to the Pro Wrestling Rulebook to see if it's legal to bend somebody's fingers back like that.
It is. Ask Tim Thatcher.
It is not how the anatomy is supposed to go, but that is how he was able to get the submission. The gym break special from Alpha Zoe sends Daniel Garcia home and punches his ticket to the finals of the Young Lions Cup.
Definitely gotten the approval of the Gold Rush Pro Wrestling and APW fans at ringside.
And that's what it's going to take. That was suplex, submission.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Brilliant.
How bad Alpha Zoe wanted this when this tournament was announced and when he was announced to be in it. I am just so happy to see him advance to the finals. Anybody's game once you get there. 4-way elimination. Let's see who the final two will be. I can't believe how this night's already turned out so far.
First man picked, second man in the final.
Second man in, we're charging forward next. Second round continues.
Unbelievable.
I don't know who's next, but I can't wait to see what they're going to bring out. What are they going to have to do to each other to make it to the finals?
Again, maybe no one will have an advantage if they're all sustained.
Ladies and gentlemen, the finals, Titus Alexander, Alpha Zoe, and the winner of this next match. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall and is a semifinals matchup of the 2019 Young Lions Cup Tournament. This match has a 15-minute time limit. Your referee for this contest, referee Tim Cooper.
It's Death Metal versus Candy time.
Introducing first. Representing Santino Brothers Wrestling Academy, please welcome Viva Van!
Viva Van set to take on Aaliyah Mia Sweets. That was one of those matchups in the first round. I honestly didn't think they were going to get out of it. The amount of punishment that Aaliyah Mia Sweets took, I thought it was looking like she was going to be eating the fall, and it was going to be an early night for both her and Viva Van, but here we are.
Well, Viva Van definitely with a huge assist at the end of that match, making sure that both women were able to move on to the second round here, the 2019 Young Lions Cup tournament.
And her opponents.
Now, we've been talking about how busy Viva Van is, how much she has to do in just her daily life. But Aaliyah Mia Sweets is no stranger to these big matches. She has appeared on Monday Night Raw. She knows what it takes in order to...
Making her way to the ring, representing East Bay Pro Wrestling Training Academy, she's America's sweetheart, Aaliyah Mia Sweets.
Comes Aaliyah Mia Sweets
Candy.
now.
Who wants some candy?
In the first round, Caesar Black is lobbying for candy. I mean, I'll take it. I didn't get to go trick-or-treating this year. Thank you. Look at that. All right, there's my pick to win the whole dang thing.
I mean, I've been bought out.
I'm easily
Everybody's got
bought.
a price, and it's 2 minutes.
Well, here's the thing. I don't think anyone took the amount of punishment in the first round that Aaliyah Mia Sweets did.
My grandma would be so proud
It
right
remains
now.
to be seen how much the intermission paid off for her to sort of collect herself, try and salve herself however she can.
For the record, I was not lobbying for candy, okay?
You were lobbying for candy. It was sad,
today.
Caesar Black. It was sad.
You demanded I brought you a cookie before the show even started.
You don't just talk about that on the air, man.
Maddie outing Caesar Black, and here we go. Viva Van, Aaliyah Mia Sweets.
What I was trying to say about Aaliyah Mia Sweets in her entrance is she's appeared on Monday Night Raw. She knows what it's like to feel that spotlight on her face. So who knows what she has in store, what she had planned ahead of time before coming into this, expecting to make it all the way to the finals. You have to have a game plan.
Yeah, it's a great point. She's no stranger to the bright lights, to that spotlight. As she goes for a crucifix early on, could catch 2 count only. I thought maybe it would be, I would say consider that an upset if Aaliyah Mia Sweets were able to get by Viva Van here, given everything she went through cover.
I mean, it's
quick pin back.
It's hard to say. I mean, Viva Van is well decorated with where she's been and the talents that she has. Aaliyah Mia
so
Sweets.
close. So close.
That
so
is
quick.
Goodness.
That is about as close as you can get, and now Viva Van trying to slow down the pace here into that submission hold here.
Well, it goes to that Santino's brother training. They have a submission champion. Like that's what they do in the Santino brothers. They learn how to they wrap you up. They fold you up.
Technically sound as they come. Gosh, amazing moves by Viva Van here. And Aaliyah Mia Sweets, though, not to be outdone at the counter of her own.
Trying to get that quick pin in there before Van was even realizing what was going on.
I think it's an incredible strategy by Aaliyah Mia Sweets with the head scissors. Get Viva Van off balance early. Gives you your fighting chance here in this matchup.
Mia Sweets trying to go for that hip toss, but no, Viva Van able with open hand shots right to the chest. Taking Aaliyah Mia Sweets down, maybe a handful of hair, maybe not, I couldn't quite tell.
That was a handful of face. She pushed her down to the ground with disrespect. Say, Sweets this.
And again, a woman will be going to the finals of this Young Lions Cup. Correct me if I'm wrong, is that history?
In itself.
I do believe that is history in just in itself. I'm struggling at the moment to pull the files through my brain right now to find out who's participated in the past, but this will be the first time.
Incredible. So history will be made either way here. Camel clutch there. Aaliyah Mia Sweets says no. And just wrenching the life out of her. Viva Van on Aaliyah Mia Sweets. She is staying with it, though, in a tough spot there. Viva Van letting go of the hold, maybe feel like she didn't have a good enough grip to get the submission. Crowd firmly behind Aaliyah Mia Sweets right now.
I'm honestly a little bit surprised to see how many people are in her corner. I don't want to take anything away from the young woman. She is the East Bay Pro Wrestling Ladies Champion at current. But I did think that Viva Van might have a little more support.
The LA bias in NorCal, that beat LA mentality, puts Viva Van at a disadvantage.
Well, and I think her performance in the first round helped endear her too. What are we going for, a tarantula here? Tarantula, but you only have the 5 count. You're not going to win the match that way.
No,
Could get disqualified.
But the reason why that move is so effective and why it's being used so often is because of the amount of damage it does from the shoulders all the way down to the knees and ankles of your opponent. 5 seconds, yes, but so much damage can be done in that time.
And again, to Caesar Black's point, the utilizations of all those submissions going to pay dividends here. Remains to see if Viva Van can get by Aaliyah Mia Sweets again, because we don't want to underrate her. I merely speak about the fact that she took a tremendous beating in the first round. And she's holding her own right now. Tremendous resilience.
There is no quitting her. She is continuing to fight back with those shots to the face of Viva Van, who's a little... No. Viva Van ready and waiting, taking Aaliyah Mia Sweets down with that clothesline.
Viva Van into the cover now. 1, 2. Sweets stays alive.
And again, this crowd squarely behind the hometown hero. You can see the LA, the fury starting to build up in Viva Van's face. She's starting to get a little frustrated, and that's going to...
That's not necessarily a bad thing, getting a little frustrated in the ring, and allows you to think about strategies that you might not have considered before.
Again, the low kick, we've seen this before.
Oh, a little bit of a fake out there for Mia Sweets. I like it. A drop kick to the face there.
Thinking on her feet.
Oh, Sweets just brilliantly there, pulling Viva Van away from the ropes, making sure she has to kick out.
Deep cover, too. Nearly got
That
3.
one in. She sank that one in. She was listening to me earlier.
Sweets now beckoning the crowd to rally her on in this matchup.
Mia Sweets.
They love their hometown heroes here, baby.
Picking up Viva Van here, trying to go for a DDT, but Viva Van ready for it. Launching Mia Sweets into the corner, and a rolling kick takes Aaliyah Mia down.
That could be lights out, 2.
So close, so close.
Aaliyah Mia Sweets.
I don't know,
I thought that
man.
was it.
I think this Toby Reynolds reject was slow counting.
I thought
His name is Tim Cooper.
Whatever.
5 minutes as he elapsed in this contest. 5 minutes has elapsed in this contest.
Viva Van has the submission move cinched.
That's Santino's training right
Exactly.
there.
Leah Mia Sweets is getting stretched. She's trying to fight out of it here, though.
no.
She rolls through, but Viva Van refusing to let go of the chancery, and that's another submission. And Viva Van is heading to the
your
finals.
winner by submission. And advancing to the finals of the 2019 Young Lions Cup Tournament, Viva Van.
I'm going to eat this candy in honor of Sweets.
Well, a valiant effort from America's Sweet Tart as Viva Van and Aaliyah Mia Sweets hug it out in the ring. Viva Van is heading to the Young Lions Cup final, but what an incredible effort from Aaliyah Mia Sweets.
Gentlemen,
Yeah.
you know what we're about to see right now?
The last match of the second round of the
Do you know-
2019 Young Lions
Do
Cup.
you know who we're about to see right now?
Jordan
Vanilla Vance is coming.
Is it?
Battle of the Blue Chippers, baby.
Well,
And no disrespect, Viva Van was awesome, but now it's money time.
With the submission victory, Viva Van now joins Alpha Zoe and Titus Alexander in the finals. Who will capture the last spot? Let's find out right now. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall and is a semifinals matchup of the 2019 Young Lions Cup Tournament. This match has a 15-minute time limit. Your referee for this contest, Sparky Ballard.
I want to take this time to remind everybody.
Introducing first.
Quickly, what is it?
APW Training Center, January 6, 2020. If you want to be here, that's where you need to start, in my opinion.
I would agree. I'm an APW boot camp graduate. I wouldn't be in this seat, in this chair, behind this table, and you fine folks, if it wasn't for the APW boot camp, Roland Alexander and Larry Blackwell.
Absolutely.
All right, the big man on campus now, about to make his way to the ring.
Making his way to the ring first, representing SoCal Pro Wrestling, please welcome Jordan Cruz.
I'll put it to both of you, Maddie and Caesar. Vanilla Vance and Jordan Cruz, did they disagree more in the ring than Alpha Zoe and Daniel Garcia did? It's a push from where I'm standing. Those tags they were nailing each other with, the knife edge tag, something I've never seen before.
There was a lot of hate.
That's really hard for me to weigh in on. I think
A lot of disrespect happening there.
And his opponents.
I think the potential of destruction that can happen in this match between these two men is greater than the danger that might have been for innocent bystanders like us when it came to Alphazo versus Daniel Garcia earlier.
Yeah, that was a lot of straight pure hatred, man. Like, their thing was disrespect. By the time that match was over with Zoe and Garcia, that was just hate. There he is.
Making his way to the ring, representing the Power Factory and the Nightmare Family, Cody Vanilla Vance.
5-tool player, Vanilla Vance, no favorite here because of his just sort of disengenderment of the Gold Rush faithful, the APW faithful, not making any friends, quite the opposite, but no doubt about it, once again, a guy that just has it all going on in that ring. All the physical tools, his head's in the right space, he's shown resilience to come back from 2 major injuries already, but
look at that, he's demanding that Sparky take his jacket off as
but
well.
a disrespectful streak that I really don't know where it comes from. A guy that you should think would have the tiger by the tail and a lot more joy in his life, none to be found.
Question for you. You earned the nickname Bimbo from the same man that he earned the name Vanilla from.
I think I got the better end of that exchange.
Did it inspire you to be a jerk to people? Did it kick you in the butt to do better? Like,
I thought
what was that for you?
I thought it was one of the coolest things that ever happened to me, and no, it inspired me to be better, not to be a jerk.
So Cody is a leader. He's a founder. He's an icon. I mean, come on. If that kind of man put his finger on you and said you're the guy, you can kind of act like how you want to act.
Well, that's true. That is definitely true.
It's all over, but the beatings here in our final semifinal match, Vanilla Vance, Jordan Cruz, who is going to be the 4th and final member of that Fatal 4-Way for the Young Lions Cup. Here we go, maybe a show of... No!
Yeah.
Oh,
Of course
God,
not.
what a strike.
Of course not. I have no idea what Jordan Cruz was thinking.
He wasn't. That was dumb.
Well,
It's gonna cost him.
big man on campus was trying to maybe show a little school spirit.
He got a little distracted by the Gold Rush and AEW fans at ringside as well, chanting Lucha Daddy, which is on the backside of his gear there.
Vanilla Vance early in control here of Jordan Cruz. Cruz reverse Irish whip into the corner, though. Get a full head of steam, but right into an elbow point from Vanilla Vance.
I saw that.
Well, Vanilla Vance distracted by Caesar Black now, taking an arm drag.
That was not my fault.
You took his eye off the ball, Caesar.
He did. I'm a good-looking guy, though, so happens.
Blocked by Jordan Cruz, sending Vance face first in that top turnbuckle, and another arm drag, but no, Vance rolls back up to his feet.
Picture perfect drop kick, though, from Jordan Cruz.
There was
Vance
a lot of height
taking
on
a
that
dip
drop
to
kick.
the outside, though. He wants to think it over. Jordan Cruz not going to give him any sort of reprieve with a leaping forearm. Stuns Vance, sent him down to one knee for a moment. Jordan Cruz keeping it going, egging on this crowd, building momentum. Off of the ropes, taking to the air. No! Vance grounds him.
Vanilla Vance
He's
there.
smart. He's a smart dude. He's a 5-tool player.
You saw all of that energy that Jordan Cruz was expending, running around the ring, clapping, trying to get the people behind it, and it took one elbow to the side of the face to stop all of it.
I'm going to give Jordan Cruz 4 tools, but Vance has 5.
Again, the 5-tool player.
5-tool player. He's not as smart as Vanilla is. Or he'd be in the Nightmare Family, but he's not.
Here we go, face first right on that ring apron.
Vance back in control, and Matty, to your point, all it took was that forearm. It's like Mike Tyson said, everybody's got a plan until you get hit in the face.
Absolutely. One of the most prolific quotes of all time.
Vanilla Vance pulling Jordan Cruz up to his feet, sending him back in the ring. That's the only place he's going to win.
There it is. There it is. There it is.
The ire again. Vanilla Vance under the management of Mike Miller in All Pro Wrestling when he made his debut. A questionable decision, but the more I see him work, the more I see why he did it, because he certainly fits with sort of Mike Miller's odious presence. Vertical suplex on the money in the center of the ring.
It's by odious,
Covered
you mean
blood.
he's got the good bread, yeah. Good. He's got money. His money is odious.
Big hook of the leg, but not enough to take Jordan Cruz down. Let's go back to that vertical suplex that we just saw. It wasn't just a run-of-the-mill vertical suplex. He planted Jordan Cruz center of the ring with everything that he had.
Look, Jordan Cruz again. 4 tools, maybe 3 now, but
He's losing tools by the minute, according to Caesar Black. But Jordan Cruz refusing to be denied.
Red flag?
Jordan Cruz calling a challenge in the middle of the match.
Challenge?
He threw a challenge.
I wouldn't touch that red flag. I don't know exactly where it came
Oh,
from.
challenge. Oh, really?
That came from his pants.
Oh, Sparky.
Oh, spear!
Spear from Vanilla Vance. 2. Ruling on the field was almost upheld for a 3 count there.
And that's what you get when you have 2 tools.
Now there's only 2 left.
Vanilla Vance now checking the playbook on the side of his arm. Excuse me, Jordan Cruz checking the playbook.
Sure, exactly.
Look, the college football playoffs for today. A lot of schools got a little different contention. Vance is just trying to get his #1 Ohio State on.
I mean, it really seems like Vanilla Vance has taken Jordan Cruz majorly off of his game in this match.
Yes, absolutely. And now that chin lock.
Well, I gotta tell you, I don't like cats who have silly little things like red flags in their pants. That's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Like
coming from sitting next to a gentleman in your, what is that, a kimono? Karate
It's a kimono. It's a kimono.
Sure, yeah, it's not a kimono.
It's not a kimono. It's a Chinese dress shirt.
Vanilla Vance sending Jordan Cruz to the ropes. Jordan Cruz coming down, just sitting on him, sitting on Vanilla Vance.
Good way to use your body
That
weight.
was like a Des Press Plus with a twist.
I didn't mean to indict your style, Caesar. I merely meant to draw the comparison to the red flag. It's good style.
This is time earned, okay? This is a guy in a young Lions Cup. He's a rookie. He should be keeping his eye on the prize, not doing silly gimmicks.
Like when you pandered for candy.
I didn't pander for candy.
Here we go.
Guys, we've got a round 2 match going on in the ring.
In this contest, 5 minutes.
We'll
Closing
argue
laps in this contest.
We can argue on Twitter later, but Cody Vance, big forearm shot, stuns Cruz, but he comes right back, double clothesline.
Both men back up to their feet quickly. Jordan Cruz,
the 1-tool player versus the 5-tool player, Vanilla Vance.
Vance whipping Cruz into the corner, charging in himself. No, Cruz able to avoid contact there. Big release, German suplex. Another tick mark on my old notebook here.
That one
Get up, Vance.
Really stunned Vanilla Vance. He is feeling it.
He's right back to his feet, though. He's tough.
Jordan Cruz now pump handle position here. What's he going to go for?
Switching the pump handle here. Could just be a quick pump handle slam, pump handle power slam.
Reversed.
Too long.
Ripcord
Too
from
long.
Vance. Maybe looking for that cutter. Doesn't get it. Power slam up coming. Got him. Oh, there we go. Landed him. Cover. 1, 2. Eyelash away.
In a very bulldog sort of way, out of nowhere, got that power slam off.
Jordan Cruz was so close to punching his ticket to be the final member of the Fatal 4-Way for the Young Lions Cup.
No, Jordan, you only have 1 tool left, bro. Sorry, not 2. 1 tool.
Shedding them by the moment. What's Jordan Cruz looking for now? It doesn't matter. Back body drop from Vance stops him in his tracks.
Vanilla Vance trying to continue the attack, ducking the line here.
Ripcord cutter.
There it is.
Oh boy, here we go.
Tag
Look
him,
at the
bag
leg.
him. 1, 2. No. Wow.
Resiliency from Jordan Cruz right there. Don't get frustrated, Vanilla. Don't get frustrated. Keep your head in the game.
I thought he was headed for the finals. Was Vanilla Vance. Can he stay with it, though? Could be looking again for that nightmare kick. Is Vanilla Vance setting him up for Cruz. Up to his feet. No, misses the nightmare kick. Jordan Cruz flying forearm sends Vance to the ground.
Didn't quite get all of that one, though. He didn't. Vanilla Vance, he could be more knocked out than he is right now, but he's not.
I'm having a hard time keeping this headset on. I want to go to the corner and help my man Vanilla out.
It's all right. I think he might be able to handle it on his own.
He's doing quite well for it right now. Seated position. Could be looking for a superplex here at the turnbuckle.
First of all.
Jordan Cruz blocking it. Could be looking for a power bomb. Sit out.
He only has 1 tool, but that tool is power.
Big double leg drop just flying through the sky here.
Could be all 1, 2. No.
Once again, so close. So very close.
I almost came out of retirement right now.
Another one of those matchups where I thought could have ended multiple times already. We've seen that throughout this evening here. What a great Young Lions Cup this has been.
And see this goofy little dude again with this playbook thing.
He's far too distracted by his playbook. He needs to keep present in the match.
You ain't Aaron Rodgers?
Nightmare kick.
Man! He got all
waxed
of that.
it like a candle. 3, Vanilla Vance heading to the finals.
And a standing ovation.
And your winner by pinfall and
That's my
advancing
pick.
to the finals
That's my
of the
pick.
2019 Young Lions Cup Tournament.
Absolutely,
Cody
Vanilla.
Vance.
Absolutely. You're the man. You're the man.
Cody Vance heading to the finals
Told y'all.
of the Young Lions Cup. Wow.
That's my pick. That's my pick right there, Vanilla Vance.
Caesar Black anointing him already. What say you, Matty?
It's hard to say, but now that the field has been set, I don't know. I mean, Titus Alexander.
You find a guy with more tools than him. He got 0 tools, Jordan Cruz in the ring now, versus 5-tool Vanilla Vance.
It will be 5-tool Cody Vanilla Vance versus Viva Van, Titus Alexander, and Alpha Zoe, all vying for the 2019 Young Lions Cup. What a matchup that is going to be. These men will have a reprieve, though, as we get a Pride match coming up here. The Lions Pride match between Will Roberts and Derek Slade still to come.
I'm calling it. Vanilla Vance is going to be the Young Lion. This year's Young Lion is going to be Vanilla Vance. Book it right now. Write it down. I said it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the foundation for the finals has been created. It will be Titus Alexander versus Alpha Zoe versus Viva Van versus Cody Vance. Before we actually get to the finals, make sure wrestling fans will follow us on all our social media platforms at All Pro Wrestling and Gold Rush Pro Wrestling on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for all information about our 2020 wrestling event dates, as well as how you can join the APW Wrestling Boot Camp, which returns to Pacifica, California, classes January 6, 2020. So if you have that dream of becoming a professional wrestler, ring announcer, manager, valet, or referee, you too can live your dream inside this business and inside this ring. But wrestling fans, if you've been following us on social media, and I hope you have seen that Derek Slade and Lucian Delight have issued a Lions Pride Challenge to any former Young Lions Cup champions. Tonight, we will see 2 former Young Lions Cup champions go one-on-one right here, right now. Let's get that match started. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. And it is a Lions Pride match. This match has a 15-minute time limit. Your referee for this contest, referee Jimmy Mack.
If you're following Caesar Black on social media, my pick is in. It's Vanilla Cody Vance. It's on
Introducing
Facebook.
first.
Write it down. I stand behind it.
Will he get you to the Red Eye to Vegas to bet on that?
Yes.
I don't know if you'll make it.
I moonlight as a bookie. Let's put some money on it right now.
Here we go.
Making his way to the ring first, from San Francisco, California, weighing in at 160 pounds, he is the 2015 Young Lions Cup champion and the PCW Heavyweight Champion, the real deal, Will Roberts.
And that brings a tear to my eye, man. I've known this guy for a long time. Sentimental reasons, I'm really glad to see Will right now, boy.
Oh, there was a period of time there where we were unsure whether or not Will Roberts was going to be able to continue his career, but we're happy to see him here, not only representing a previous Young Lions Cup tournament, but also the active and current PCW champion.
And if you know that company, you know how hard that belt is to get and to keep.
There's a lot of competition for it. And what makes this match especially exciting is not only has both men won the Young Lions Cup before, but they are also the current heavyweight champions of their home promotions.
Yes.
It is going to be a battle between 2 tested grapplers, that's for sure. Two winners of the Young Lions Cup here treating us in a Lions Pride match.
When Will Roberts accepted the open challenge of Derek Slade online, I knew that this was going to be a match that would rock, not to use like a phrase or anything, rock into the foundation or anything, but it's going to.
And his opponent.
The waves of this match are going to be felt throughout all of NorCal wrestling.
Yes. Now, I couldn't have said it better.
But of course, Derek Slade is never alone.
No.
He's going to come out here. He's going to have the 2018 Young Lions Cup trophy in hand. He's going to have the Gold Rush Pro Wrestling Championship over his shoulder, and he's also going to have Lucian Delight in tow.
He's seemingly an unstoppable force here.
Here they come.
Making his way to the ring, being accompanied by his manager, the Bright Lucian Delight, hailing from Santa Cruz, California, weighed in this evening at 182 pounds. He is the 2018 Young Lions Cup champion and the Gold Rush Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. He's the complete package, Derek Slade.
All bad attitude as Derek Slade and Lucian Delight make their way to the ring. Again, he's been an unstoppable force here. Can that continue against Will Roberts? Caesar, what do you got?
True story. Derek Slade was a rookie. Him, Dom, and Lucian came to me. I looked him over, and I said, "You're the complete package." I anointed him that. And that's where he got that name from. That's who he is, and I gotta stick with him. I love Will. Those are my people.
Complete package, depending on what end of the spectrum you fall on, whether or not he's lived up to that.
Well, I mean, the last time I saw him out here, he was the total package, but we'll get into that later, maybe online. But hey, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Right now, as of this moment, at least for the next hour or so, Derek Slade is the most important being in Gold Rush Pro Wrestling. He is the champion. He is the Young Lions Cup tournament trophy holder.
All right, check it out. Hey, shut your mouth. You're annoying. Cue ball. See, I see you got your little shiny belt there.
Uh-oh.
How about right now, you put that belt on the line, baby.
God. Well.
Right now, put it on the line.
Where's this going?
Do you guys want to see a heavyweight championship match tonight? Hey, I'm not feeling that. I said, do you guys want to see a heavyweight championship tonight?
This is kind of interesting.
I like it. I like the atmosphere in the building. You see, how about this? Tonight, Young Lions Cup 2019. The real deal Will Roberts versus Derek Slade for the PCW Heavyweight Championship. How's that sound, ladies and gentlemen? All right. Hey. Under one circumstance. I heard Band Slam's coming up sometime soon, and I just got back to Gold Rush, and I'll put my title on the line tonight under the stipulation if I beat you, come Band Slam, you return the favor. How's that sound, pretty boy?
Business just picked up.
Whoa.
Dueling gauntlets have been laid down.
He's the real deal for a reason. He don't stop.
Slade wisely consulting with his manager before answering this challenge.
Derek Slade mulling it over, a little more reticent.
Real hard.
He's put him in the jabroni machine.
All right.
Either you do it or you
Considering
don't.
that all these idiots here already know what the outcome of this match is, spoiler alert, a victory for the total package Derek Slade, we accept.
Complete package.
All right, I guess it's on. They've accepted.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match is now for the PCW Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first the challenger with his manager Lucian Delight, Derek Slade. And his opponent from San Francisco, California. He is the current reigning and defending PCW Heavyweight Heavyweight Champion, the real deal, Will Roberts.
Donovan Troy making it official.
So I just text MPT to let him know this is happening. We'll see what he says when he texts me back, but this is happening right now.
All right, well, Derek Slade has an opportunity of a lifetime in front of him to collect even more championship gold, PCW championship gold.
I'm not sure the number one contender is in PCW, but they can't be happy about this. Imagine if you're Jason and you're the number one contender.
Well, like I said, the ramifications of the match are going to be felt throughout all of NorCal. I didn't realize it was going to be because a championship was on the line.
You were prophetic in that sense.
I am the greatest mind in professional wrestling.
Say it again.
Sees all zeros and ones. You've cracked the matrix.
It's like that GIF with the math going across the lady's forehead.
You've cracked the quadratic formula, but yeah, championship match now here, not just a Lions Pride match. I was already excited enough for that.
Oh, the complete package now with Derek Slade, showing more why he earned that nickname. I mean, I don't want to poke holes in your Swiss cheese story there, but
my story is straight pure Romano, dog. Pure Romano. It's real. It don't stink.
Collar and elbow tie up, and again, Derek Slade overpowering the champion, Will Roberts, throwing him right into the corner.
Will Roberts, though, doesn't look deterred by it.
A little extra.
Keeping his head about him. Real deal, ducked under into a cradle, 2. No. Trying to catch a quick one there. Hurricane Rana from Will Roberts. Derek Slade into the corner. Rising elbow strike there.
Beautiful European uppercut in the corner here. Just snapping the neck of Derek Slade, and 2 boots right to the chest for good measure.
And Slade going to get some counseling. That's a good client.
I managed for a very long time in all pro wrestling. I know how important it is to pull your client out of the match every once in a while and go over the strategy one more time. Maybe call an audible. Do something different once he goes back in there.
The breather and that X factor is Lucian
Whoa,
Will Roberts.
Oh no!
And Will Roberts is out.
Will Roberts might be out cold completely. This could be it.
That was a kick to the face.
Just stopped dead there. Cover 1.
Quick cover.
2. Will Roberts somehow staying in this match. I got to be honest with you. I thought that was a wrap.
I mean, I have never been on the receiving end of a Derek Slade knee strike, but that looked like he did knock Will Roberts out cold completely.
And the total package, complete package, the package, let's just call him the package. He's just having Tex in his corner, a little bit of Boyce, a little bit of Lucian, what you're seeing right now.
Lucian with the shortcuts there.
Choking Will Roberts on that middle rope, allowing Derek Slade to slink back in, connect with that boot right across the spine, and now slowly take Will Roberts down with a neck breaker.
And Derek Slade's ability to go from tag team to singles to tag team, he's got it all, man. He's got a bright future ahead of him. And right now, he might be a 2-time champion. It's a double champ, if you will.
Could be the belt collector this evening. But you're right, that is a good showing of versatility from Derek Slade.
Absolutely.
It shows why he is a former Young Lions Cup winner.
Well, I mean, he's a former Young Lions Cup winner too, but honestly, I haven't seen somebody run out of the gate as quickly or as impressively as Derek Slade has since Dave Dutra.
I was going to say Dave Dutra, Dylan Drake, and Dave Dutra, my 2.
I mean, we're talking 10 years ago now, but it's been quite some time since someone has launched out of the APW boot camp and has just taken the world by storm.
By the way, it's King Dave Dutra these days. I don't know if you're aware of the whole scenario.
Okay,
King Dave Dutra. He's claimed APW as his kingdom.
Self-proclaimed.
He's the king.
Dave Dutra.
All right.
Ask Charlie.
Derek Slade in the ring now.
Charlie.
Lucian Delight again making his presence felt.
I'll just cross out double DZX then.
No more DZX. It's King Dave Dutra. The future is now.
When the future is also right in front of us as well with Derek Slade versus Will Roberts here. The PCW Championship is on the line, folks. Will Roberts has agreed to put the championship on the line if and only if. If he were to beat Derek Slade here today, then Slade has to put the championship on the line at Bandslam.
And that is looking like a big if right now. Cover once again. 1, 2, no.
The numbers game.
It has been proving dividends. Lucian Delight has been just wreaking havoc in this matchup. You hate to see it. You'd like to see just a straight-up contest between these two former Young Lions Cups winners, but you knew that was going to happen.
You're barking up the wrong tree with that one, Kincaid. We both did the dirt. We both understand what's happening here.
Go rolling up. Derek Slade here trying to go for a quick pin, but no, Derek Slade able to get his shoulders up.
Matthew Thiel used umbrellas.
German
golf
suplex
clubs.
bridge pin, 1, 2. No.
Golf clubs.
Mostly golf.
5 minutes as he laps in this contest. 5 minutes as he laps in this championship contest.
Only 5 minutes deep into this, and look how much they beat the tar out of each other so far.
Absolutely. Derek Slade has controlled most of the matchup here, thanks in part to his nefarious manager on the outside, and now that eye rake gets up, back suplex.
Right on the Gold Rush symbol.
On the
How
logo,
prophetic.
hooks the leg, 1, 2.
So close. One more time. So close.
Less than a heartbeat away.
And Lucian said it best. Spoiler alert. You know how this ends.
Well, for Will Roberts, this has changed from a matter of pride now to a matter of trying to retain his championship, and that's a completely different mindset.
Right now, this is a straight matter of survival. If he was the real deal.
Yeah, he's trying to cover up. You're right, Caesar Black. Will Roberts is in a bad way right now, right in the center of the ring, reeling from this onslaught from Derek Slade and Lucian Delight. Can't underrate him. He's been the MVP for Slade so far. Overhand chop.
Once again, right to the chest of Will Roberts. Derek Slade has him in total control, complete control.
And I have to wonder.
No, that was nasty. That could be a torn quadricep, folks.
And down goes the Young Lions trophy.
The Young Lions Cup trophy seems to be safe. Derek Slade seems to be uninjured. That was nasty, though.
And tonight, I know for a fact that Rick Luxury's in Arizona, watching this on YouTube, watching his former Bad Boy teammates, looking at a friend of his in Will Roberts, and he must just be thinking, what is going on, and why am I not here? Shout out to Rick Luxury.
Will Roberts with that dive to the outside has both men down, maybe out.
Not sure. Derek Slade hasn't moved in quite some time after taking that nasty spill off the top rope and then just eating all of the weight of Will Roberts launched at him.
Could be the turning point in this whole matchup, as now Will Roberts has new life. He was honestly looking like he was going to rue the moment that he put that title up for grabs. Slade now back in the ring with Roberts. We'll see who can keep the momentum going. Roberts goes in with a clothesline. And another for good measure. Slade, now it's his turn to be on the receiving end of this punishment. Into the corner, drop kick, 2 feet to the chest. Will Roberts now running in, cross body.
Just throws his body into the corner. Oh! And at short range is so much more impactful than coming from far range. It's all your weight.
So true, so true.
Hook the leg cover, 2. Slade.
Slade kicking out rather than opting to grab that bottom rope.
He's a warrior.
Kudos.
He's
a
a
warrior,
fighter.
yeah.
He's a pretty boy, he's a dancer, but he still can go. If you're in a Gold Rush ring, if you're in an APW ring, if you're in a PCW ring, if you're in a NorCal ring, you are a scrapper.
Go Will Roberts. Oh my God, taking him down.
Some version of sliced bread right there.
Just without the assist of any ropes or anything. That's fantastic.
You know, I got to give Slade credit where credit's due. It looked like he rolled over. Cover, though. Did get him.
Oh, there we go. Lucian Delight saving Derek Slade for the last possible second. He might have a little bit of tape on the bottom of his boot.
I will give Derek Slade credit for rolling that close to the ropes to begin with, and then he knew his manager would be there to finish the job.
So you were saying how good he is in singles matches and tag team matches, but Derek Slade is never alone.
Exactly. Always that X factor, Lucian Delight. He knew he would finish it off.
He's just so slimy.
He's doing some creepiness. There's some creepiness going on.
Looking for that pump kick. Will Roberts had it scouted. Kick to the midsection.
Here we go, trying to go for that sliced bread one more time, but no, Derek Slade
shoulder.
catches him on the shoulders here, taking it down with a Death Valley driver.
Now rolling him back up again. What does Slade have in store? Will Roberts looking for that air raid crash, perhaps.
White noise?
Bang!
Do we have a new champ?
No, we don't! So close!
And the eyes of Will Roberts says it all. He is stunned. dazed and confused, but more so than that, the face of Derek Slade says it all. He cannot believe it, but this is not the time to get frustrated. You have to finish this, man, if you want to be a double champ.
Derek Slade was convinced that that would be all she wrote. Will Roberts had other plans. He is still alive.
As a man that has held multiple belts, Lucian has to get this man's head back in the game right now.
Slade looks like he is focused on him. He's not, maybe we're
Trying to measure him up one more time for another road kick here, but no, here we go. Will Roberts taking him down, rolling him over.
Could be a calf crusher. He's got it.
Just pulling at the leg.
And he's got it all.
And Derek Slade is dead center, and now once again, and Derek Slade's tapping out. The referee doesn't see it.
Jimmy Mack doesn't see it. Lucian Delight has distracted Jimmy Mack, but Will Roberts thinks that he's won this match.
Well, he knows now. It looks like he knows now. The Lucian Delight once again
paying dividends. Just say it. Paying divvies.
He has been paying dividends.
Paying divvies.
Uh-oh, Roberts, too distracted by Lucian Delight.
He's got that get out of jail free card, baby.
Lucian Delight now
trying to take just in the ring. I don't know.
I bailed into the ring.
That's not smart.
It's not the part of town you want to be in with a pissed off Will Roberts.
But 10 minutes has elapsed in this contest. 10 minutes.
Oh no! Oh! Derek Slade has broken the Young Lions Cup trophy, last year's trophy, over the dome of Will Roberts.
And he's still going at him.
On this night,
and here comes
of all
Boyce.
Others to do
and
that.
And here comes Boyce. And the bad boys are at it again.
Absolutely despicable action. Disrespect to the trophy that he won last year.
Boyce LeGrand is a PCW member of the roster. He has a vested stake in Will Roberts' downfall. This was a trap. This is a well-orchestrated Boyce LeGrand special. And you know what he says? You already know. But he wants that belt.
Wait, though. Will Roberts has officially won this match, though, because of a disqualification, has he not?
I believe you'd be correct
Did they take that into consideration? Because now Will Roberts has a chance for the Gold Rush Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Champion.
Absolutely.
Will he be in any shape to cash in on that stipulation, though? It doesn't look like
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by disqualification, the real deal, Will Roberts.
And I think it just set in on Derek Slade what happened.
I am beside myself that he would utilize the trophy in such a way.
Boyce LeGrand set up
and
Will Roberts.
Pull him off of him. Will Roberts in a crumpled heap in the ring. He has earned a future title shot, but again, I don't know when he's going to be in any sort of condition to make good on that.
It just dawned on me. This has more to do with Boyce LeGrand wanting the PCW title than Derek Slade. This is a trap. To quote my man from Star Wars, it's a trap.
Well, Admiral Caesar Black, you were correct. This was a trap for Will Roberts.
But it may have backfired because now he's the number one contender to the Gold Rush Pro.
But this just goes to show that anything could happen at the 2019 Young Lions Cup tournament itself. This isn't just Gold Rush Pro Wrestling. This isn't just APW. There's more than that on the line for these people.
Hey, to quote Nino Brown, this is bigger than me.
This is a meeting of all of the great wrestling in California and beyond, and official.
Once again, wrestling fans, your winner by disqualification, and still the PCW Heavyweight Champion, the real deal, Will Roberts.
Will Roberts covering his face.
It might have been busted open.
He got beaten with the trophy. He got stabbed in the eye with a trophy.
You certainly feel for Will Roberts and hope he is all right. I cannot get over just the disgusting action of Derek Slade. To use that trophy on this night.
Pieces of that trophy are now littered throughout the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, what kind of craziness is happening here? Why was Boyce involved? Why did they destroy the trophy? Goodness gracious. Here, Jimbo, you're in charge of that. Good job.
You look good. Don't get beat up.
No, I kind of want to beat him up.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the finals of the 2019 All Pro Wrestling Gold Rush Pro Wrestling Young Lions Cup Tournament.
I don't know if I can handle this. I know
Throughout the
what it
night,
takes.
we have seen competitors from all over California and beyond put their bodies on the line to see who would advance to the finals of the 2019 tournament. Tonight, the finals is on. Let's get this match started. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a 4-way elimination match and is the finals of the All Pro Wrestling Gold Rush Pro Wrestling 2019 Young Lions Cup Tournament. The winner of this tournament will receive the trophy. Your referee for this contest, Sparky Ballard. This match has no time limit. A winner must be decided. At this time, please welcome the participants.
Oh, guys, Caesar Black, Bimbo Jimbo
Introducing
Kincaid.
first.
It's here. It's time. It's the finals. It's the main event of the Gold Rush Pro Wrestling APW Young Lions Cup.
This is what the marquee.
Representing Santino Brothers Wrestling Academy, Viva Van!
This is what the marquee is all about. This is what we've all been waiting for. What a night of action. I know we have to rebound from the despicable acts of Derek Slade, but what better way to do it than to crown a new Young Lions Cup winner here in 2019. I cannot wait.
To crown Vanilla Vance, the 2019 Young Lions Cup winner.
All right.
Check my social media. I already picked it. It's
And
written.
her
Set in
opponents.
stone.
So you think it's going to be Vanilla Vance?
I'll call it Vanilla Vance right now.
It is so hard for me to pick, but my heart is behind Alpha Zoe in this one.
Matty Theall, you took the words right out of my mouth. I think he is the hungriest of these
Representing the
Lions.
Ugly Dojo, the future franchise, Titus Alexander.
That being said, Titus Alexander was in this position last year. Perhaps he could finish it off this time with the experience being a factor.
I have no idea what fate has in store for any member of the finals here.
Again, love me some Zoe.
I know how hard each and every member of this final match has worked to get to this point.
Representing East Bay Pro Wrestling and Training Academy, he is Mr. A1 Alpha Zoe.
What is that? I lost control of myself.
I'm telling Slade to use his perfume. I'm telling on you.
Alpha Zoe's got me feeling some kind of way as he makes his way to the ring, potentially the next Young Lions Cup winner. And again, Viva Van could make history, be the first woman to be the Young Lions Cup winner here in the finals now.
Do you not follow me on social media? Did you not see my pick? I already picked. Done deal. He might be the
blocked you,
greatest
Caesar. I
mind.
didn't have the heart to tell you. We can work that out another time.
5 tools.
5 tools.
There's 4 tools between everybody in there.
And I'm sitting next to one myself.
You let them talk about you like that, Matthew?
And their opponents.
Sure.
Here he
He was
comes.
talking about me.
Here he comes.
Vanilla Vance. Cody Vanilla
Representing
Vance.
the Nightmare Family. All Elite Wrestling.
Vance representing All Elite Wrestling, coming out of the Power Factory in Atlanta.
Absolutely.
Representing the Power Factory and the Nightmare Family, Cody Vanilla Vance.
Get your trophy.
I got a text from one Mike Miller when he advanced to the finals. He said, standing ovation here at All-Star Sports offices. So Mike Miller cheering his client on in absentia, potentially becoming the Young Lions Cup winner here. And again, as I said, he is the 5-tool player. He has all of the gifts that you would want in a professional wrestler.
Well,
and now he's got to go out there. He's got to prove it one more time.
Cody just texted me and said, thank you for your pick. I follow you on social media.
I just got a text from my mom. She says she loves me very much.
See, and I think Matty's winning that exchange there, too.
Mob DL's pretty cool.
But, man,
Once again,
4 great competitors here.
Vanilla Vance one more time trying to get Sparky Ballard to take his jacket off. Sparky does it this time.
I gotta start making Sparky take my jacket off more often.
Sparky complying. Again, they all have to go out there and do it one more time. The road that all 4 of these competitors took to get here was as arduous as it comes. I cannot wait to see how much each one has left in the tank.
There we go. The bell has rung. It is
Sparky
on.
has nothing but contempt for Vanilla Vance. He has all 3 competitors to be ready, and then shunned my man.
Power Factory taking on Santino's Brothers, taking on East Bay Pro Wrestling Academy, taking on the Ugly Dojo. What happened? I missed it.
In an eyelash, if you blink, and down goes Viva Van, courtesy of Vanilla Vance. And now, double knee strikes though, takes down Vanilla. He bails to the outside.
Oh, I mean, both of these men understand exactly what Vanilla Vance was trying to say with that.
Absolutely.
And this is elimination rules.
This is an elimination rules. This field will be continued to whittle down to one person will walk away the 2019 Young Lions Cup winner.
And these wishy-washy fans, that's why I don't pander to these people. They don't know what they want. You give them what they want. And that's a Lemmy quote. You don't give them what they want, you give them what they need.
What they need. This was its match to start off. And here we go, Alpha Zoe and Titus Alexander.
Here we go.
Ducking the strikes masterfully.
Going for big shots early on, a double connection. Oh my goodness, both of them absolutely rocked.
Titus Alexander out on his back. Alpha Zoe out on his back. Viva Van scaling the ropes, going to the top here.
And we got cookies.
What does Viva Van have in store for these 2 men?
Viva Van now in the finals. Elevation sensation, double cross body from Viva Van.
Hashtag we got cookies.
Taking down Titus Alexander with the clothesline. Reverse back elbow now, taking Alpha Zoe down. And what happened to Vanilla Vance? He's still on the outside.
He's sitting over there chilling.
Vanilla Vance might as well
brilliant.
give him some popcorn.
Smart.
He's brilliant. I just don't take him a cookie.
I'm just happy that Viva Van is back into this matchup. Took a brutal shot right at the start.
Couple of knees right to the chest of Alpha Zoe, takes him down. Viva Van taking a moment to get these fans behind her.
Now, I have a little sister Black. She's a tough kid. But she used to always try to hit me when my mom wasn't looking. One day she hit me right from my mom and I hit her back. My mom said, hey, if you don't want to play catch, don't throw the ball. Viva Van is in the ring right now with a bunch of alpha dogs, and she's looking to prove herself.
Yeah.
She wants to play catch, she better know how to throw the ball.
Vanilla Vance whiffed on that nightmare kick, and Viva Van made her pay. Viva Van taking it to the 5-tool player.
Well, payback.
Here we go, Viva Van.
Once again, scaling the top rope, springboarding. Collides, head scissor, take down to Vanilla.
Taking down Vanilla Vance all the way down to the first floor. And Viva Van standing tall. No, not anymore.
Nightmare kick. Lights out. 2, 3. Viva Van, the first eliminated.
That's all.
Viva Vance has been eliminated.
And that's what it takes to be the young lion. You have to be ruthless.
Whoa! Speaking of ruthless.
Vanilla Vance still having his focus on Viva Van, who is eliminated in this match. And he ate a couple of knees from Alpha Zoe.
But where is he at? He can't lose this match if he's outside the ring, so he's smart.
That's true. Titus Alexander with a beautiful drop kick, taking Alpha Zoe down. Big Michinoku driver here. No, not my pick. Okay, Titus Alexander now going up to the top rope.
Moving with purpose.
Alpha Zoe able to meet him there before Alexander was able to scale to that top.
Alpha Zoe's got vert. Alpha Zoe can move. Now Alpha Zoe going up on top.
Alpha Zoe digging down deep again. He's calling his own shot for that superflex.
But now Titus Alexander knows what he's thinking.
Absolutely, maybe not the smartest of call, but he's trying to get that crowd into it, and I do think that is going to pay off. Maybe be Alpha. Oh boy, they both were using their head for more than a hat there. Alexander able to stay on the top rope.
This can't be good.
Alexander,
this
here
can't
he
be
is.
Good.
Poised, ready in position here. But nobody home.
Alpha Zoe, went low as Alexander was blocking high, and a knee strike crumples up Alexander like an accordion.
One of my favorite Red Man quotes is, If you're going to be a monkey, be a gorilla. And Zo right now is being the gorilla in the midst.
Oh, here we go. He is looking for the Trill Seeker. Trill Seeker connects! Bang!
Oh, my God.
High impact.
He twisted Titus Alexander three times in the air.
But Titus got out of the ring.
Great presence of mind to roll out of the ring.
Well, there's the Titus Alexander on the outside. Alpha Zo. No. Look behind him, sneaking in.
Cody Vance now. Nightmare kicked his head off. Alpha Zo has been
eliminated.
Caesar Black looking like Nostradamus right now, baby. The quatrains.
So far, 2 have fallen, and both by the kicks of Vanilla Vance, the Nightmare kicks.
The Nightmare Kick has put everybody down in Vanilla Vance's way thus far. He's calling for one more.
The son of Ugly is in the sights of the Vanilla one.
Alexander's in. No, Alexander sidesteps it here. Titus Alexander.
Head scissors. Barely. That Nightmare Kick. Drop kick.
Barely able to take Vanilla Vance off of his feet, but he does.
This is deep water for Titus Alexander. He is now in octopus country. And a kick of his own.
Pump kick. Leaping cutter caught him, though. Did Vanilla's ripcord?
Ripcord? No. Reversal.
Oh, man. He caught all of that one.
Big time cutter, and he covers him. Can't hook the leg until late.
2 count only. This match continues, but we're down to this. This is the final pinfall. This is the final submission. Whoever gets the next fall becomes your 2019 Young Lions Cup winner.
Titus Alexander looking to go to the outside, perhaps.
And this crowd is straight behind Alexander now.
Titus Alexander was in this position last year.
Don't take this much time. It's too much time.
Doesn't want to come up empty-handed again.
Too much time.
So much damage
what
has
do I
been
always
done.
say?
Titus Alexander, what's he going for? Needs to get his balance there, readjusting. Going for that flash. Took too much time. That split second might have cost him there.
No. He sends Vance over the top rope, almost onto the stage.
Vance never misses an opportunity to step outside, catch his breath, recalibrate. Alexander needs to stay on him, though.
That is Alexander here coming off the ropes one more time. Vance, though. Vance ready. Spear right through the ropes.
Alexander able to stay in this matchup. 2 men left vying for the Young Lions Cup.
Wow. That's just what it all comes to. It's just wow, guys. Just wow.
Cody Vance maybe sizing him up.
Vance kind of covering his ears, too. He doesn't want to hear the support from Titus Alexander.
Again, Alexander had that Nightmare Kick scouted. And a ripcord cutter from Vance.
And he got all of that one.
And a Nightmare Kick. God!
It's over.
Tag him.
Turn out the light.
Bag him.
Turn out the light.
Whoa! No, I don't believe it. Titus Alexander able to get his shoulder.
Where did that come from? Where did that come from?
I have never seen anyone kick out of a Nightmare Kick before.
You're right.
And Vance is shook. Push into a roll. New Lions Cup winner. Yes!
Oh my God!
Titus Alexander has done it.
Alexander has won the Young Lions Cup.
The 2019
And this
Pro Wrestling Gold Rush Pro Wrestling Young Lions Cup Tournament, the future franchise, Titus Alexander!
Little Ugly has won it all.
Unbelievable finish. What a tournament. Titus Alexander, the future franchise, and the future might be right now.
That's copywritten. Dave Future will not like you saying that. The King will be mad at you for that. But good God Almighty, he just went into the deepest water possible.
Matthew, wow.
He was in the Marzalis Trench for that win.
Yes. Now, okay, so we talked about assists before, but we got to talk about the elephant in the room, you guys. Major assist from Sparky Ballard.
Well,
and look who's coming.
Vanilla
look who's
Vance
coming.
went looking
look
for
who's
trouble,
coming.
and trouble
It's
went
the
Mike
Ugly
Gunn.
Dojo.
There
it's
they
the
are.
Ugly Dojo.
Ugly Dojo.
It's
He's got
the
his
Ugly
father.
Dojo.
He's got his sister in there.
It's a celebration. What a feel-good moment for Titus Alexander to come up short, to come so close last year, and then make good this year. What are the odds? What a story. What a night.
What a night indeed.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, your winner of the 2019 All Pro Wrestling, Gold Rush Pro Wrestling, Young Alliance Cup Tournament, the future franchise, Titus Alexander.
And look at that. Even Dorian Gray is in the ring.
I have never seen anyone kick out of the Nightmare Kick before, but Titus Alexander, after nearly having his head kicked off, said he had better things to do tonight than die, and that was to win the 2019 Young Lions Cup. My God.
What do we say to the God of death? Not today.
A night for the record books.
For the ages.
A night to be remembered.
Just come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us live here on this broadcast of YouTube. A new Young Lions Cup winner has been crowned, and let's go to
Ladies
Donovan
and gentlemen,
Troy.
Titus Alexander, the 2019 Young Lions Cup champion. On behalf of Matthew Theall, Caesar B. Black, Jimbo Bimbo, and all of us here at All Pro Wrestling and Gold Rush Pro Wrestling, thank you so much for joining us here live in Pacifica. Make sure to follow us on all our social media platforms, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at All Pro Wrestling and Gold Rush Pro Wrestling for all our future events in 2020, as well as joining the APW Wrestling Boot Camp. I've been the voice, ring announcer, and host, Donovan Troy. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Please drive safely, and happy holidays from APW and Gold Rush Pro Wrestling. Thank you so much. God bless.
Wow, 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 wow. It is done. It is signed off. It is complete. Titus Alexander, the future franchise, the current franchise, has become the Young Lions Cup winner.
My pick went out the window with a Nightmare Kick.
It's cashed in and made good on all those expectations. What an absolutely amazing night for professional wrestling, for Gold Rush, for All Pro Wrestling. Thank you so much for having me here, Matthew Theall. This was
for joining
phenomenal.
me, guys, both of you.
Matt, it's been good to see you, my man.
It's good to see you too, Caesar Black.
We hope you all have felt the passion of professional wrestling here in California right into your homes. God bless pro wrestling.
APW Boot Camp, join it.
Join it.
January 6th, 2020.